All right. And then let's go over here as usual. Oh, Jones. Not great, bro. Don't like that at all. Yeah, let me. So my computer completely died last game. That's I'll take the blame on that loss as I social this out. And let's vent. Um, but yeah, I did not put two and two together that the stream went out and then all of a sudden the team started playing like dog shit. You're correct on that though. All right, let me copy the link. Put it out on Twitter. Doing any Nothing's happened yet, by the way. Watch along for the game on you tick convent. Who's getting the ball first? Chicago. I forgot the Eagles were wearing black. Solid return by him. And subscribe on YouTube, please. Ba, 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 ba. And then let's put it on Blue Sky, even though nobody uses that. I think I'm like the only one that actually kind of uses Blue Sky. Just like another thing I can use. All right, first play. I'm gonna be on TikTok in a second, Conestoga. Normally, I like set this up first, social it out, and then I go on TikTok, which I'm doing now. And as per usual, I'll do halftime. Yeah, each half. Eagles versus Bears. Watch along. Set that up. Done. Uh, yeah, so I'll do the first half on TikTok, and then I'll take halftime off, and then oh, he had him. I can't believe he got that pass off. It's a really good job by Zach Ball to keep him from getting a first down. And then at halftime, I'll go walk my dog because he needs to go get out. But I was lazy, which is kind of a trend. Oh, what do I have to do? There we go. Yeah, how was everybody how was everybody's Thanksgiving? There we go. All right, 3rd and 1. Figure they're gonna give it to Swift. Swift is like in the parking lot. No, why would they give it to Swift when they can just run it for a first down? They should outlaw that play. That play where like a quarterback can take it and pick up a first down in the zone on a short yarded situation. Mike, I'm back. I'm so back. Back for more pain and anger and frustration. Even when they win, we're frustrated because it can never be easy. Anybody remember? I'm sure all of you do. The game a couple of years ago where they played Justin Fields and Justin Fields like had the day of his life, like ran all over them because I'm kind of worried about that happening. Where like you're playing a quarterback that's eh, like pretty meh, but then somehow he just runs all over you. Although I like to think that like this time we have like a legit defensive coordinator. NFL quarterback has that one game. Dude, tell me about it. Never forget the Joe Webb game, Mike. I think Jamarcus Russell, you'd have to look this up. Pretty sure Jamarcus Russell had 7 career wins. One of them I think was on the Eagles. So very, very correct. Um, I'm interested in that. How I become a super fan? Sure, sure, okay, yeah. All right, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Here we go. He caught that. I like Roma Dunze a lot. So quick, the Baltimore Ravens have ruined my life. I'm sorry, man. You know what? I I had them as my AFC team, and it's not looking like that's going to be the case now. I can't believe they got run over by the Bengals the way they did. I mean, the injuries aside and all that, like their record, I think is deceiving because of Lamar's injury, but they didn't have really many excuses last game. They just got run over against a media. I know Joe Burrow's back, but like that's just still. Oh, the Bears are moving the ball. Great. It's the thing. Like you gave this quarterback so many weapons. Eventually, he's gonna put it together. Jalen Hurts looks fired up on the sidelines. Looks like he's just waiting for his number to be called at the DMV. I love Joe Burrow. I just feel bad that Joe Burrow is a Bengal. Like Joe Burrow deserves better than being a Bengal. All right. Running play to DeAndre Swift. There's not a lot of room. That's good. Okay. Um Steve remembers the Joe Webb game on YouTube. Yeah, Steve, it was brutal, man. The rare Tuesday night game because of the snow. Yep. I watched it in Ithaca, New York. That's like a game I feel like that just sits with you. And that game was probably in like '08. You're like, it's a home game. They're gonna roll over the Vikings. Vikings are using their 4th-string quarterback, and they just came out flat. Andy Reid every year would have that game where you just circled it as like the Eagles are gonna roll against this team. This team is dog shit, and for whatever reason, he wouldn't have the team prepared and they would lose. And one of those games, by the way, was the Jamarcus Russell game. Oh, Mikey, what time is it in England for you, bud? Hopefully this is like a decent time for you because normally it's like 4 a.m. Ithaca is a good zip code. What's the zip code in Ithaca? Man, my mom's from Ithaca, so 8 p.m. There you go, prime time game for you, Mikey. Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't. I think my mom's one of her like passwords is the Ithaca zip code. My mom's whole family's from Ithaca. All right, 3rd and 7. Handoff. Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. It's gonna be close. I mean, they're in like no man's land. Well, they're in field goal range, but on the road, the way they've been moving the ball, I'd go for it. But Dory Jackson is clearly banged up. He has like no arm. Decent average income, and Ithaca's very I think it's very have and have nots. I guess like every place is like that, but I feel like Ithaca's way more. There's like not a lot of middle class with Ithaca. All right, 4th and 1, they go for it, and they don't get it. They don't wait. Maybe he did. He might have gotten it on the final push. That's gonna be close. That's gonna be really close. They're gonna have to bring out the sticks for that. I have no idea. They said that was a first down. You're not gonna measure that. You're not gonna measure that. All right, thank God Nick threw the flag. Like, why wouldn't you measure that? That's ridiculous. Refs are like, let's just go home. Let's get out of here now. Even my dog would have measured that. My dog got into Pop Tarts today, not happy with them. Yeah, yeah, you will review the play. Do your job. Um, might be wondering, oh, this is probably your fault, Pat, because you left the Pop Tarts there. No, he like literally got on the counter and I was gone for 4 minutes and he got into the Pop Tarts. Cherry, by the way, for those that are concerned. Good effort. I don't know if he got it or not. I just can't believe that they wouldn't measure it. Forgot Alameda Zacchaeus is on this team. What a name. I I don't know if he got it, but hey, let's go Cowboys. They look good recently. A buddy told me one time, and it's never steered me wrong, except MMA. It sounds horrible, but it is always bet on grief, and I feel like the Cowboys are riding the grief. I can't watch the game on front. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. I'll keep you updated, I guess. You can't borrow it from somebody. I feel like you have to know somebody that has it. I had to do that with the uh, Eagles Packers game. I had YouTube TV, and that just happened to run into the 1 week where the Eagles were on Monday Night Football, and YouTube TV was having an argument with Disney about ESPN and stuff. So I had to borrow my buddy's Hulu account, and I signed in and watched the second half via that way. Go Birds, Sarah, to you and yours this holiday season. How about them Cowboys? Yeah, no, I just said they look good. They look. I mean, I'm not too concerned about them, but yeah, they look good. I wasn't shocked about that. I actually had the Cowboys for that game, and part of it's just I just don't think the Chiefs are very good. I think they're a very mediocre football team. Like they're good enough to get in the playoffs. They're not going to do shit in the playoffs. They're just kind of, eh. Uh, get it. Wait, why is this play not video review anyway? I don't know. I have no idea. I was wondering the same thing. Like, I mean, the refs just not bringing out the sticks was absurd. Like, really stupid. I don't know if they got the first. They went to a Geico commercial. So, um, Eagles got whooped. In like when did they get whooped? Um, Go Birds, Kev. Obviously, Eagles are frauds, dude. Frosty, I literally am sitting down. There's a fucking couch, man. What do you think? I'm standing right now? Come on, man. Be better than that. My favorite thing about going live on TikTok. Oh, the runner's short. All right, after review. There we go. Okay, Carver. My favorite thing about TikTok is the people that like they'll troll, and if you don't notice it, and like, because I'll scroll back. When you don't notice it, you just know they just spam the same like very mediocre insult over and over again as to like it's like my 2-year-old trying to get my attention by just repeating the same thing over and over again. Good run by Saquon to start off. All right, picks up 5. Of course, an Eagles fan would take being told to sit down literally. I don't. I just thought it was a stupid insult, man. But I have a feeling that we're gonna go back and forth, and you're just never gonna, admit defeat. I can tell you right now. I mean, I'm fine. I'm not really upset. I just thought your comment was stupid, but yeah, it's the internet, so you're gonna come back with like really shitty clapbacks, and I'm gonna still go about living my life. All right, second 5. Great, false start. Love that for us. Frosty is the alpha here. Oh, totally. I'm getting owned by Frosty. Frosty's probably like a Seahawks fan. I'll tell you what he's not a fan of. He's not a fan of the defending Super Bowl champions. And then the response to that will be like, "Oh, of course you go there. That's all you. Oh, Eagles fans, all they bring up is last year." Well, yeah, that's the luxury of winning a Super Bowl less than a year ago. You get to bring it up and remind people who the fuck you are. 2nd and 10. That's unfortunate. All right, good play. Good play. First down. AJ Brown, getting him involved is cool. What do we got here? Cowboy Nation. You're 5-5-1, my man. Like, chill. You really are like my 2-year-old trying to get my attention. I like last week aside, like I can tell you right now, last week, Eagles fans, like, it's annoying, but it wasn't like last week for you was the Super Bowl. And I don't know if they hang banners for that, but beating the Eagles in week 12 after an epic collapse. I miss CJ Gardner-Johnson. Look, CB sending me roses. She's not sending Frosty roses. No matter what, I still love my Chiefs. That's cool. Everybody can love their own team. Where this is a safe space, But like when guys start trying to troll and they're not good at it, that's what cracks me up. 2nd and 5. Here we go. I hope Frosty had a great Thanksgiving. Horrible throw. That got tipped. That clearly got tipped. What else did I miss? Can you tell me the overall record between the Cowboys and Eagles? Doesn't matter though. I can tell you how many Super Bowls the Eagles have won since the Cowboys last won. So look, again, if this helps you sleep at night, that the overall record, whatever, the fact is like, and like, if you're going to be lazy, I'll be lazy. The last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, Clinton was in office. Now he's in the Epstein files. The last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, YouTube wasn't a thing. The internet was barely a thing. DVDs weren't a thing. You couldn't even watch the Cowboys Super Bowl highlights on a laser disc. So, like, I'm just telling, like, the NFL laughs at you completely for, like, how bad you guys are at shit talking because you're 5-5-1. 4th and 5, they will punt. But yeah, I mean, look, man, keep trying to punch up in weight class. This is like a bantamweight right now, trying to like fight a heavyweight. Because like, I don't know how you talk shit to the Philadelphia Eagles when they're 8-3 and they're defending Super Bowl champs. Like, you're trying. I mean, bless your heart. But again, like, you don't hang banners for overall records and all that shit, You hang banners for Super Bowls, and you guys haven't won one in damn near 30 years. So, and depending on how old you are, shit, man, you might have never seen one. You might just be, and there's a pretty good chance you're not even from Dallas. There's a pretty good chance you're from like Delaware. You're latching on because Daddy decided, in 1970 he really liked Roger Staubach. There's a chance. I don't know. And you guys still haven't caught up. Yeah, but again, man, like we know what winning, since I don't know, this is like decade and we know what that feels like and you don't. So but like again, like I don't even mind Cowboys fans. I just the ones that are really bad at shit talking crack me up. Now's a good time though for all you Cowboys fans. To pimp out my YouTube channel, if you could click the link in my bio and go to my sports YouTube channel and hit subscribe. I really just need subscribers. If you can't find the link, because sometimes people can't find the link, just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube. As soon as I get 1,000, I'll stop begging, but I need 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, Frosty, like you can get in every one of those videos, bud, and like talk shit, and that'd be cool. But again, I just need 1,000 because that's how much YouTube makes you have to start monetizing the channel. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And if not, whatever, I'll never know. But, if you want to help a guy out. So just, again, link in the bio, or you could just type in Pat Egan in YouTube. It's a commercial break right now. You're not missing anything. Thanks, Barrett. I appreciate it. I can't show the score because I don't know how to do that, but it's nothing. I'll just keep you updated. But yeah, there's nothing. You haven't missed anything. You've missed me and Frosty going back and forth. He's a Cowboys fan. He's just trying to make himself feel better. And I'm an Eagles fan, just living my life. What's a good bootleg stream? If you search Release Sky, that's what I usually use for the UFC fights if I don't end up going out for them. But Release Sky usually helps out. Ryan, that's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. I like the Hurts blows. That's okay. That's your opinion, man. Focus on not selling 21 points. Shit, man. I wish I could focus on that. It's tough, when you blow a 21-point lead. release. I mean, it's just release and then sky like you would do, and then it should pop up like a. You'll see things for like release sky, and it's usually like release sky XYZ or something. That's usually what I use for, but I use it for UFC fights. All right, nothing. Bears at the ball again. Huge, massive hole, like massive hole. I haven't seen the Eagles have one of those holes since their secondary last week. Kidding. Not really, but yeah, it was a good game for the Bears there. Steve on the YouTube says the participation generation, the Cowboys think that everyone gets a pat on the back, wins and titles. Real, yeah, it's true. I think they're just a frustrated bunch because you have like Micah Parsons and you don't re-sign him, you just trade him. I'd be frustrated, but then again, my owner doesn't treat it like a plantation, so that's cool. My owner rewards players for playing well. Poppy, that's cool, man. Packers with a good winner today. I didn't have it, that's for sure. Calling, stay down the middle, still a daft play. Release Hurts. I wouldn't release Hurts. I think he's good. Fly back, fly. Yeah, I definitely thought the Packers were going to lose yesterday. I was shocked. But good on them. It's a good win. It's a good win for them. Tell Cooper he can't guard GP3 or CD. I don't have his number, man. Yeah, I mean let's be real. Like that Jerry Jones runs his team like a plantation. It's like you have to say, "Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Jones, for allowing me the grace of being a Dallas Cowboy. May I please have a contract?" Which is like absurd. Instead of being like, "Oh, we have a really good player. Let's make him happy and keep him happy. Here's a contract." And then you come out and you say shit like, "Oh, well, we paid our quarterback and, he was never on the field last year, so we can't pay anyone else." The fact that they traded Micah Parsons and then took a pick and then traded for Quentin Williams, like, I don't know. Why wouldn't you just sign Micah Parsons to keep him happy? He's only one of the best, if not the best in the league. Hey, that's just one man's opinion. All right. I love to see Detroit face. You know what? I like Detroit's coach. I liked him even more when he completely lost the game for the Lions against the Birds. Jesus, my God, there's no run defense. There's like none. Like DeAndre Swift and Kevin Monangai, or whatever you say his name is, running all over him. I don't think Mike is overrated, man. I think he's aptly rated. I think he's that dude. So I just got invited to co-host with some guy named Truck Driving. I am going to decline that because I don't know what truck driving is. Go Birds, Juan. You lost to the Cowboys. We did. We also beat a ton of playoff teams. But yeah, we did lose to the Cowboys. Yeah, shit happens, man. You're going to have an off day. Not every one of my TikToks, is good. Sometimes just take your foot off the gas after like the first fucking quarter. Well, yeah, we did lose. That's just a fact. We did lose to the Cowboys. Nothing right now, Juan. 3:51 left. The Bears didn't go 3 and out, but they damn near came close when they had the ball. And now the Bears are driving thanks to like zero run defense whatsoever. They're doing a solid job on Caleb Williams, but every time they run the ball. But the Bears are in field goal range right now. 24 unanswered points. Yeah, it was a rough stretch. I'm like still borderline impressed that the Eagles failed to score any more points. I mean, you can use like the excuses of the secondary and all that and the injuries, but like the fact that you don't. But then I'm not surprised because I'm an Eagles fan and I've watched this offense. I've watched Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo's offense all season long, so I don't know why I would be surprised. They simply do not like scoring after getting 21 points. It's like they have like a cap, and anytime you score more than 21 points, it's like, damn, we can't. Or is that allowed? We can't do that. All right, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 here. It's my dog chews on a water bottle. All right. Oh, they stopped him this time. Wow, he got the first down. Holy shit. They stopped him 2 yards shy of the first, and he just kept churning away and got the first down. Fuck, give him credit. That's a hell of a run. I didn't realize Walter Payton suited up today. Shit, man. Tell me about it. This is like Walter Payton, Kevin Jones. Not Kevin Jones. Who was the Cedric Benson? Kevin Jones was the line. Cedric Benson, he had some good years with the Bears. Matt Forte. All right, 1st and 10, and it might as well be 1st and goal. Because if they get the first down, it's going to be at the 1 yard line. What do we got here? I'm a Panthers. That's cool, Barrett. That's cool, man. All good. Everyone's welcome. Bubba, what's up, man? How are you? Throwing the ball like a cheerleader's gonna catch it. Yeah, everybody's welcome here. Doesn't matter who you're cheering for, as long as it's not the New York Mets. It's like the only team that I'm like, you got to kick rocks. Other than that, though, everyone's welcome. We're just all guys being dudes here, and then the women that are involved as well. Jesus, there's like zero run defense. They're just, I know the Bears' offensive line got better, but did they get this much better where they're just creating? I feel like the Eagles' offensive line did this last year where they would just create these gaping holes. We have every fan in here except Eagles fans. Tell me about it. Jalen Carter is playing, but you wouldn't know it. Hasn't had a great season. I thought last week he was going to go off. And look, credit to Trevor Booker. Trevor Booker talked that talk and he walked that walk in a big way. But and also credit to Dak because while I'll shit on Dak and all that, he's got really good pocket awareness. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift back home scores a touchdown. He should have went to Temple. He didn't. He went to Georgia. But yeah, I mean, Trevor Booker did a really, really good job against Jalen Carter. But Jalen Carter hasn't had a good year. He's just been I don't know. I feel like the first game set him up for mediocrity or whatever. These Bears are going to be really good when if Caleb Williams develops. These guys are going to be scary because they have all the weapons, like DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Burton, Cole Kmet. They continue to build that offensive line up. These guys are going to be good. It just all relies on Caleb Williams developing. I don't know how much it helps that going to commercial break, by the way, 7-0 Chicago. I don't know how much it helps that that report came out regarding Ryan Poles, their GM, and about how basically he was pulling a hamstring trying to shit all over Drake May because he really wanted Caleb Williams. And they're in the room just watching film, laughing at how quote unquote bad Drake May was so that no one would suggest drafting him. And then you see what Drake May's become. Who's to say he would become that in Chicago? I don't know the difference between the quarterback coaches, but I can tell you the weapons, it seems like in Chicago are a little bit better. DJ Moore and Stephon Diggs are probably a wash. And then you add in all the complementary pieces. But I feel like that's the case with every GM, right? Every GM, when you draft a franchise quarterback, you kind of got to hit on them. Howie, in a lot of ways, he got lucky because when he took over, he inherited Vic. He inherited McNabb Vic. He gets kicked to the curb for those 3 years. Chip trades for Bradford. Howie comes back. He ends up wheeling and dealing to get Carson Wentz, who was great for the time that he was, and he drafts Jalen Hurts. So he's been good in that sense. All right, let me get some comments. Birdie, what's going on? Hello. I think you land as a quarterback. Oh, totally, man. Totally, Sage. Who the hell wants to go to Cleveland? They find ways to ruin people. Cincinnati, I wouldn't want to go. I know Joe Burrow has become that dude, but I wouldn't want to go to that ownership. That ownership's the worst in football. I mean, that ownership acts like they're shopping at Dollar Tree all the time, they're broke, and we know they're not. But yeah, I mean, the coach, and also this doesn't. Chris, he absolutely is out here for revenge for sure. Sorry for not getting back to all the comments. The one thing that nobody seems to talk about that drives me nuts in football is like there used to be a legitimate plan where you would draft a quarterback and they would sit. Sometimes up to a year. They would sit. They would sit, they'd hold a clipboard, they would learn. Carson Palmer was probably actually Pat Mahomes did it. Pat Mahomes sat, but they had Alex Smith. But the last time a quarterback was like taken and kind of just sat for a year, wasn't injury like JJ McCarthy, but like sat, was Carson Palmer. He was the first overall pick, and they were like, we're sitting him for John Kitna. So there used to be a legitimate plan. And now, because of the immediate gratification of our society, it's like, it doesn't matter whether the guy's ready or not. They just throw these kids in the fire because no coach wants to watch the next coach succeed with the guy he drafted while he sat him on the sidelines. Because, coaches used to have like a 5-year plan. They'd have like 5 years to like get it together. Now coaches have 1 year. So they'll take a kid's clearly not ready. He had like 17 starts in college. All right, get out there. You're not really ready, but like sink or swim. Instead of what they should be doing, which is like bringing in a veteran quarterback, having the kid learn, having the kid grow. And I think the Jets have they're the prime example of this. Like the Jets draft a kid and they'll throw him in there, whether he is close to ready or not. And then you've seen Geno Smith leave the Jets, become like a solid quarterback. You've seen Sam Darnold, same thing, leave the Jets, like after these guys develop. And I feel like Baker Mayfield's another one. Like he was in Cleveland, obviously, but like once these guys actually leave and they learn, they're able to develop, but not anymore. Not in today's game. Like, doesn't really matter if you're ready or not. All right, second one. Sorry to get off my soapbox there. Why do you think we were so terrible this year? Well, you got to remember, they're 8-3. But the short answer is they have no leadership. They have a puppet of a coach. And I think it's a lot to do with his offense. That's about it. No, you keep having a good day. I like your name. You keep having a good day. Go ahead, cheer for your team. It's all good. I will keep having a good day. I'll hope at least. How long? McNabb I think it was like 6 games, 6 or 7. But you're right. Yeah, like they brought in Doug fucking Peterson to like start for him. He was the second overall pick. Like Hurts design run, picks up like 3, so it'll be like 3rd and 2. So yeah, it just like doesn't happen, and I used to think it didn't matter, and then I was doing an event one time with Jeremiah Trotter, who was like a former Eagles linebacker. For those that don't know, and I had made fun of Patrick Ramsey. Patrick Ramsey, for if you forget, he was the 32nd overall pick by the Redskins at the time out of Tulane, and he was a bust. And I made fun of Patrick Ramsey, and Trotter was like, "Dude, he could play. He just needed to sit and learn." But Steve Spurrier threw him out there to the Wolves, and he sunk. And that changed my opinion on sitting quarterbacks and letting them grow and develop. And I think now it's looked at, especially now. Whereas if you draft a kid in the first round, he doesn't start week 1, then oh my God, he's really behind. And the thing is, if you're drafting that high and you're drafting a quarterback, chances are your first time head coach, your first year head coach. So it lends to like, well, shit, like I got my handpicked guy. And then a lot of it's hubris and ego of like, I drafted this kid. I'm going to develop him. He's going to be good. It doesn't happen. A lot of times it doesn't happen. Dean, I don't think anybody would have a problem if you fired KP. Cowboys look really, really good right now. Like all bias aside, like you can't deny that they look really, really good. I said it earlier. I had a buddy one time who told me when it comes to sports betting, always bet on grief. Someone passes away, just like bet the team. The only sport that doesn't work on is MMA. Sometimes they're too emotional. But yeah, most of the time it works. And I feel like the Cowboys are riding grief to like just be dialed in right now. But I mean, their offensive line's good. Very good. Dak, say what you will. Dak's a really solid quarterback. He's got weapons. Like they should be good. But they're just, I feel like, inconsistent at times. And Dean asked, why won't they fire KP? Very simple. A lot of it is simply, I think it's going to look bad on Nick if they fire Kevin Patullo. Got to remember, Nick is a offensive-minded head coach. He's an offensive-minded head coach that doesn't call the offense. And whenever he did call the offense looks like this. It looks like dog shit whenever Nick touches the offense. But when he fired Sean Desai, aka like he just told him, "Hey, just go grab some water bottles. Like we'll keep you around." That was because Sean Desai was the defensive coordinator, and Nick has nothing to do with the defense, allegedly. So it didn't matter. You're an offensive minded head coach. You get rid of the defense coordinator, that's fine. How does it look if the offensive minded head coach has to let go of the offensive coordinator midway through a season? Keep in mind, too, the second offensive coordinator that they've promoted from within that has looked like he's never watched football doesn't look good. I don't know why, Alec, you keep saying 7-0. Time for New Jersey. Dude, it's a Nick Foles jersey. It's timeless. I said it earlier. I love the like I'm just gonna spam a mediocre comment, like just yelling into a void, but you do you, Alec. Sure. And by the way, I have new jerseys. I just rotate them. And my guess is he doesn't even know what jersey this is. He just decided like this could have been a Jalen Hurts jersey. Would have been like time for New Jersey, bro. It's always the people that spam are like the shittiest ones at talking shit. But all right, Eagles have the ball, 3rd and 3, second quarter, 7-0 game. They're driving, at least you hope. So yeah, I think that's why they haven't fired Kevin Patullo. Is it's going to look bad in the organization. But the excuse they'll use is, well, we're 8-3. Great throw to Smitty. Great throw to Smitty. Huge gain. They're going to be down at what 25 at this point. So I think a lot of it is like the Eagles organization being an ostrich with its head in the sand and being like the Eagles right now to me are the dog in the burning building, like saying this is fine. Like they're acting like the offense is fine. It's week 13. If you've watched this year and last year, the offense is not fine. They quite literally will like stop trying after like 23, 24 points. Shit, last week it was 21. Saquon's had some good runs this game. All right. Eagles are the most boring offense. Shit, man. I'm an Eagles fan. I won't even argue with that at this point. Can you play the TV? I can't. I think I get hit with like copyright or something. But sorry, man. Alec, yeah, you can. Alec, you can. Oh, 7-0. That's a score. I can tell you as an Eagles fan, Alec. Don't count those chickens, bud, because I did it last week, and sometimes it doesn't work out. 7-0. He is right, though. That is the score. Eagles have the ball. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for safety. No blocking. And that was on the strong side of the offensive line, too. I'm an Arizona fan. I like Nick Foles. Yeah, you should. We can still be friends, Alec. Just, All right, dude. All right. Everyone say hi to my dog. No, we losing as a Bears fan. Okay. They need to let Hurts get his arm loose. I mean, he made a great throw to Devontae Smith earlier on this drive, but it's 3rd and 8 now. Wide open. Shit, man. He fucking missed that. That was a first down and then some. Fuck. This is my problem with, I think, the Eagles offense is like, I felt like last year they would get the ball and they just have these long, melodical drives where they would kill teams. And it would be like a 7-minute drive where they would just kill your spirit. And this year, it's like you're never confident of them scoring. They'll look great, and then all of a sudden they'll just stall out. And that's exactly what happened there. 7-3. What is your dog's name? J-Roll. I named him after Jimmy Rollins. So dog's J-Roll. Cat is Cat Burl. Cat lives at my ex's, though, because anyone that has a cat knows transporting a cat is not fun. So, all right, here we go. No, there's only 10 people. I only really spam my YouTube channel when there's like 30 or more. Methodical. Yeah. What did I say? Melodical? Jesus. Hit thumbs down for that. Sound like a dipshit. Melodical. That's not even a word. Is that can't be a word. Melodical. Melodic? Yeah, hit thumbs down for that. Anyway, that's embarrassing. No one heard that. Yeah, Dylan, they look good, man. They look good, no doubt. Shit, I saw Jay Gruden say they were the best team in football right now. I mean, they did. They look really good. Wasn't surprised they won yesterday. Obviously, I was surprised they won the week before though. New team, the Hurts special 3-and-out. Shit, man. They're a new term. Yeah. Every drive is terrible in the red zone. That's the thing. Like they get in the red zone, they just stall out. Yeah, Dylan, I could tell you, because I do these every week on here, and it was like, oh, like we're great, we're an easy street, and then they just stop playing. I don't know if they thought it was like a college basketball situation where there's only like two halves, but like no, there's four quarters, and they just played like dog shit. And I think the saddest part is that I don't think it surprised a lot of Eagles fans. Because if you watch this team all year long, like it really wasn't all that surprising. It was like, oh no, that's totally believable. I mean, it's just thank God that they're 8-3. Because if they were like a 6 or 7 win team, you would have probably like I would have been way more pissed off. I was more pissed off at how it happened, not the fact they lost. I guess like I wasn't mad they lost because you factor in like you're gonna lose games here and there. It was the way they lost that like pissed me off. Oh my God, Ben Johnson with the Eagles offense? Stop. Stop. It can only get so hard. Like imagine just any offensive minded person with a clue with the Eagles offense. Because that's the thing is that's the first like I was talking to somebody in Cleveland who does sports radio in Cleveland, and she kind of laughed when I was shitting on Nick Sirianni. And she's like, I love how Eagles fans will shit on Nick Sirianni as if he's like not a good coach. And she was criticizing that like Eagles fans are just too hard on their team and they're never happy. And I'm like, no, no, no. Like if you actually watch the Eagles, there's a reason for it. And yeah, you look at the Eagles offense and you look at what happened last year, you look at the weapons they have, and you're like, what has changed? Now, I guess what's changed a lot of ways. That's fine, Johnny. All good, man. Cheer for your team. That's not true, man. Girls no ball. Girls no ball. But I think the big thing that's changed this year, if you really want to give them an excuse, is their offensive line's been banged up. But to me, that's not like a good enough excuse to witness the offense that we see. I'm dreading the end of the year expose from there's another massive run from either Tim McManus or Jeff McClain about what went down and how Nick was meddling and overruling and all that, because that's exactly what happened the last time. That's exactly what happened under Brian Johnson. It's like you promoted a guy from within, you meddled, you overruled, your offense sucked, it looked out of sync, and then they had to hire a veteran OC, that guy, and Kellen Moore came in and he was like, yeah, we're gonna do these crazy things called like slants, and we're not just gonna have AJ Brown run go routes. And you see this year, it's like pretty much AJ Brown only runs go routes. It's pisses me off to like no end. I better win this game or I lose $20. Go Barry. Well, I mean, Pete, I will catch 22 from you. I don't want you to lose money, but I want the Eagles to win. Can you change the channel? I'm having a bad day, and I can't change the channel, man. I'm an Eagles fan. Sorry, RB. I'm sorry you're having a bad day, though. I don't like hearing that. I hate the Bears, but they can't stop running. I hate Bears. Are you just saying like I don't think the Eagles will choke the division away. Are you just saying like you hate like the animal or the team, the Bears? Do you have a problem with Kodiaks? Jesus. All right, 3rd and 7. That was sarcasm for you. F the Chad, you can do better than that, man. You can do better than the Sheagles. That's like when Eagles fans call the Cowboys cowgirls. Like I'm like, we can do better than that. All right, here we go. As a Packers fan, please win. I hope, sure as hell hope. All right, 3rd and 7. First down. First down for the Bears Olamide Zacchaeus, another local guy, burning the team. Another former Bird, burning the team. For TikTok, that's the best I can do. My bad. All good shit. You're so right. I'll tell you what. I'm guessing this is the first time you've ever been in one of these, but I mention every time. I've been really bad at getting back to the comments today, but the comments that I have to approve are like the most G-rated comments, and it cracks me up that TikTok will be like, "Oh, we don't know about this one." Jesus, an end around, a first down. God, the defense does not look dialed in at all. Eagles are not playing right now. They're not. They're not at all, Xander. Yeah, Seth. It'd be nice if they could get a pass rush at all. I mean, I'd like to say I'm surprised, but Ben Johnson is like, a wizard with offense. So, like, I guess we shouldn't be, but still, I guess I thought the defense I thought would play better than this. Oh, thank God. Thank God that was misplaced. Imagine the Cowboys taking the East though. I mean, we can pretend, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, but stranger things have happened. Um, it does kind of feel like it. It does kind of feel like it, doesn't it, Mike? It's weird. Like I don't have any faith in this team right now. But then again, what have they done to give me confidence? 3rd and 1 hasn't been a lot. All right, 3rd and 1. Caleb Williams takes it first down. How not great, not great, Maddie, not great. 7-3 right now. Bears are driving. Eagles offense looks out of sync. Shocking. So yeah, Cowboys just beat the back-to-back Super Bowl teams. They did. Although I would argue that the back-to-back Super Bowl teams don't look good. I mean, the Eagles certainly don't look good, and the Chiefs I think are washed at this point. But facts are facts. That's a fact. Um, just let them do a field goal. Yeah, Eagles are frauds. Oh boy. Like on one hand, I go like, all right, Eagles are fraud. Well, they're 8-3, but then I go like, but yeah, but I don't enjoy watching them. Like I don't think they're Super Bowl favorites right now. I think they get absolutely waxed against the Rams right now. Even though they beat the Rams earlier this year, I think they would get fucking demolished against them. I mean, how is this going to look on the coaching staff that for the second time in your tenure, you went to the Super Bowl and the next year you promoted a coach to OC and your offense came undone and you collapsed. Now I'm like getting way ahead of myself because they haven't collapsed, but I feel like that wouldn't surprise anybody, right? Just not at all. I do appreciate that more people are suddenly coming aboard my line of thinking, which I've had for a long time, which is that Sirianni's a dog shit head coach, and that everybody in this chat right now could coach this team because it's so loaded. And by coach, I mean he doesn't actually coach. He just yells at the refs and gets pulled back by Big Dom because he doesn't handle the play calling apparently, which I guess is a good thing because when he does, I mean the team looks like dog shit. There goes Caleb Williams running for a first down. Cool. Love that. And he doesn't call the defense, obviously. So, like, what the fuck does he do? And when he was asked what he does, he couldn't give you an answer. But everybody thinks he's a great head coach because he won a Super Bowl. As if John Gruden didn't win a Super Bowl. As if, oh God, what was his name? Brian Billick didn't win a Super Bowl. As if Doug Peterson didn't win a Super Bowl. As if Steve Fisher didn't get to a Super Bowl. But people be like, "LOL, bro, he just won a Super Bowl. He's a great coach." No, he had great coordinators, and he rode his coordinators to a Super Bowl win. He just had a really, really good. Oh my God, the tackling! What the fuck is this? Good Lord, man! They are making DeAndre Swift look like Walter fucking Payton. As John Harbaugh didn't win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the AFC North is you've got two coaches that won a Super Bowl and have ridden that to a long tenure with the team I think John Harbaugh is better than Mike Tomlin, but like Mike Tomlin to me has become that coach of like do they hang banners for getting the playoffs? Because they always bring up that streak, but nobody's ever scared of the Steelers in the playoffs. They're just kind of there. They're just participating. Oh my God, is that a sack? Wait, threw it away. Good job by Caleb Williams. So is the Bears running game really good? Last year it certainly wasn't. This year it is pretty damn good. I mean, they improved their O-line tremendously, which you knew was going to happen because Ryan Poles is a former O-lineman, but there's no reason it should be this bad. Mopar on the YouTube chat. What's going on, Mopar? How are you? Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. I think they're second in the league in rushing. Yeah, I don't know the stats offhand. That play did in fact just fall apart. It's like Farron said, great call. I mean, I would probably compare Mike Tomlin to James Franklin. A little Harry Hardo act. Good enough to get in the playoffs, never good enough to actually win. Bills are number one. Really? Are they really? I don't know ball. That's on me. Don't know ball. Yeah, I don't know why the Bears just don't keep rushing the ball. I mean, Caleb Williams is doing a really good job in this game. Although I don't know what the fuck that throw was. He like jumped up on one leg for no reason. But he's doing a good job evading sacks and getting the ball out and getting rid of it. Like he looks like the number one overall pick from a year ago in this game. Good tip. 3rd and 10. Okay. All right, you're holding a field goal. All right, that's cool. Mopar asked how the Thanksgiving was. I mean, I worked most of it. I'm not a Thanksgiving guy at all. I kind of hate Thanksgiving. It's not that I don't like being thankful for stuff. It's just like the food's. I don't like the food at all. So, and like I like my family, but like in spurts. The entire family surrounded with one another. You know, you always have that like bad shit insane uncle that can't wait to tell you about the latest conspiracy theory he read on Facebook.com. And you're stuck. You're stuck there. Why are we eating at 3:00? Like, why is dinner at 3:00? Tell me that. What am I, 75 years old? I couldn't believe it. I think that was the last Thanksgiving I went to when my aunt was like, okay, dinner's at 3. And I always forgot it every year. And I was like, what are we doing? I don't like turkey at all. I did a whole TikTok on how turkey's a trash ass bird, but it was good though. It was good. I was alone with my thoughts, Stranger Things, and work. Thank you for asking, Mopar. Sidney Brown does not look good. There's a reason why he was a bench player. 10-3 Bears right now, 6:44 left in the first half. Yeah, Sidney Brown, I think a lot of I'm not anti-social, Mike. It's not even that. I was doing YouTube stuff. So for my one YouTube channel, I recap television shows and I review movies. That channel's monetized. So I don't need any help with that. Unless you want to go and I don't know, let some ads run. But with Stranger Things dropping, I had to get it done, which I still haven't gotten it done. But I'm not antisocial. It's just like for me, the conversation I'm having with my family members is like, so what are you up to these days? And you're like, nothing new. And like, do I really care what Aunt Marcel's up to? I mean, I hope she's fine, but like, no. I don't have the problem that I don't have a lot in common with my family. There's a couple members of my family that like, we have stuff in common. We can chop it up. But other than that, like, there's not a ton of people that like sports in my family. I don't really need to hear as I said, their political hot takes. And then it's like, what, for instant mashed potatoes? I'm all right. I'll stay home. Took our D-line OC and guard King of Sports parody. Kim Tula's offense is just Rick Tockett's offense. But yeah, Sidney Brown. So Jason mentioned Sidney Brown because I'm live on YouTube as well. I think every fan base does this, but like you convince yourself that that 3rd round pick is going to like really be good. Like, oh, this will be the year. And I think the Eagles did it with Keely Ringo. I think they did it with Sidney Brown. I think the team did it with Tyler Steen. I'm talking the fan base did it with Keely Ringo and Sidney Brown. The team did it with Tyler Steen. And then like you realize, oh yeah, this is why they were on the bench. And I think Sidney Brown's doing a really good job of reminding all of us why he's a really good special teams player. And that's probably about it. But yeah, Caleb Williams looks good. Farmers love handouts. He does. He looks good. He did miss a wide open guy in the end zone on that horrible throw, but other than that, he's moving the ball pretty well. So Bears are up 10-7 right now on or 10 Jesus 10-7. Eagles scoring a touchdown? No. Not allowed to do that. Hasn't happened in almost 6 quarters. 10-3. Sidney Jones is Max Willman. Who is Max Willman? Again, I don't know ball. I would say he's like who can I compare him to from the Eagles? Walter Thurman was good. Oh god, who did they have? No, he was alright. They've actually had pretty good safety play. Now that I think about, like, their history, they've had decent safeties. Well, shit, in this game, he is Wolverine. This season, he is. I don't know how you made the claim Bears versus ref, Cameron, when I don't think either team has had many penalties. The Bears are winning. I don't know how you make that claim, but I think you've been watching too many conspiracies on Twitter.com about how, like I can just tell you right now, like and I'm sure, like, his comment was tongue in cheek, but I don't think he actually believes, like, the refs have a favorite with but there are fans out there that really believe, like, the NFL will favorite a team, and then you just gotta logically think about the team. So the NFL is going to favorite the Kansas City Chiefs when the New York Giants and the Jets are there? Like, no. If they really wanted to favorite a team, it would be the Giants, the Jets, the Rams, the big market teams. They're not gonna favor Kansas City, like but, then again, the NFL is Teflon, like, it doesn't matter who wins the Super Bowl, they're gonna still print money, whereas I do think it matters in other sports. I don't think it helped the NBA that the Oklahoma City Thunder won a championship, because I can just tell you, like, if you look at the secondary market, no one's flooding to the when OKC's in town. LM, all good, man. You can cheer for your team. Big win yesterday for you guys. Good win. WBM, as an Eagles fan, I need us to win for my own sanity. There are whole TikTok channels about it. Yeah, I mean, the NFL being fixed thing is absurd. Um, I mean, I think there's like favoritism in terms of like a particular ref with a particular player, but in terms of the NFL actually calling down and being like, "Yo, we need this team to win," that shit doesn't happen. Nobody cared about the Patriots until Jesus Christ, 3rd and 3, punt team. Oh my god, this offense looks so bad. And the problem is too, they're not gonna fire Patullo. But even if they fire Patullo, it's still going to look like this. This is still Nick Sirianni's offense. Like, literally, it's not going to change until after the season. That's really good coverage. Really, really good coverage by that guy, by the way. Logan, what's up, man? Would you rather have Caleb than Hurts? Be honest. I'm gonna go with Hurts only because I've seen Hurts win games with his arms, with his legs. I've seen him come from behind. I've seen him do it in a multitude of ways. So I'd go Hurts with based on that alone. I just haven't seen enough of Caleb. But if you ask me a year from now, I could change that opinion. Um, Commercial break. Eagles punted. Shocking. Bears just need to score over 21 points. That's totally correct. With the way this offense is rolling, the Bears probably just could stop now. Yeah, commercial break right now. Bears are up 10-3. Eagles look like dog shit. Shocking. But if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you could click the link in my bio, it's a sports YouTube channel. I need 1,000 subs to start getting paid. I got to get off the pole, folks. All right. I got to stop twerking for divorced women. So click the link in my bio. You don't have to watch anything. Just subscribe. If you can't find the link, because sometimes people can't find the link, just search my name, which is Pat Egan in YouTube. Should be able to find it. Again, I'm not asking you to watch anything. I really just need subscribers. Once I hit 1,000, I will stop begging because the Lord only knows I cringe every time people are like, hit that subscribe button. I'm not asking you to subscribe to any other. I'm not asking you to follow on here or TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or anything. But if you could subscribe so I could get off the poll. because the divorced women are aggressive. Thank you. TD, that's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. I didn't need you to call me that, but I'll tell you what, creative way of getting around TikTok's filtering system. Burn Eagle. Yeah, that's cool, Brandon. You can cheer for your team. I like the burn thing was more creative than what we normally get. You're right for an Eagles fan. Yeah, I'm more level headed. Let's get Tanner McKee loose. I'm not ready to go that far. I'm more level headed. What drives me nuts about lives, like sports live, like watch alongs, is when it's a regular season game. And look, it's week 13. So for some teams, it is like a do or die situation. But for the Eagles, because they're 8-3, this isn't a do or die situation. It's going to be frustrating if they lose. I'm gonna be pissed off, but like it's not gonna be like, oh my god, the season's over and that's it. Like there goes playoffs. What drives me nuts though is most of these watch alongs that you'll see, it'll be like a baseball game in July and people are losing their fucking minds. And I'm like, you're doing too much. You're at this point, you're putting on an acting performance of a lifetime. Um, yeah, so for me, it's like it's frustrating, but they're an 8-3 football team. They should make the playoffs. This isn't gonna be I get way more animated in the playoffs. But I feel like most of these watch alongs is just an acting performance for most. Again, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, just search Pat Egan in YouTube and you'll find it. I need 1,000 subscribers real bad. Please and thank you. You don't need to watch anything. It's very mediocre content, but I need to help a guy out. Thank you. I'm live on YouTube now, to like all 6 people. Good tackle. Finally, good tackle. Jordan Davis. I'll tell you what, on that very YouTube channel that I just promoted, shit all over him. Like week 2, I shit all over him. Made a whole video. Oh, he's a bust. Boy, did he shut me the fuck up. I don't know ball. 10-3. I told you Eagles are frauds. Frosty, but it's the second quarter. I'm not even arguing the point of their frauds. I'm just saying it's second quarter. Like, just let's calm down a little bit. Could I see this game ending 10-3? 100%. 100%. Steven, you can cheer for your team, man. That's all good. You guys had a big win yesterday. All right. And wide open. Wide open. Yep. That's a first down. Having fun. Oh god. At least the Eagles get the ball in the second half, I guess. Shit, man, they haven't scored a touchdown since Epstein was alive. I can't show the game. You're just gonna have to deal with this. I apologize. I wouldn't wanna look at this either, but yeah, this is more of a venting session, and then, well, I honestly, in this game, it's been really a shit talking session by a lot of fans. Alright, 10-3, 3:40 left in the half. Horrible throw. So, like, what am I watching? You're watching me, and then I comment on the game, and then you can comment on the game. We're just watching the game together, but yeah, that's what you're watching. But if you're talking about, like, in terms of the actual game itself, fuck, I have no idea. You're watching shit, complete dog shit. Ugh, yeah. Go Beats, Bears. I figured it was Bears, but I didn't know if you were just a big fan of the band The Beats, their Killer Tofu tour. That's cool, though. You can cheer for your team. All good. We're all friends here. Oh, I gotta tell TikTok that I'm still on here. Oh, Eagles are getting lucky with Caleb Williams not being accurate all of a sudden. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Caleb will do something brilliant and then process the throw. Yeah, and proceed to it just certainly looks like that, right? Like he looked on the money and then all of a sudden now it's 3rd and 10. Um, I mean, shit, the Eagles offense will do the same thing though. The Eagles offense, like they'll hum, they'll move, and then it's like penalty, no yardage gain on a run, and then like missed on a 3rd down. Ooh, sack launch. Num 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 num. Finally, they got to the quarterback. There's Jalen Carter. There he is. I mean, it was really set up by Nolan Smith, but all right, so they'll get off the field. They're gonna have like 3 minutes to drive and score, hopefully. I don't have a lot of faith that's gonna happen, but crazier things have taken place. Jalen Carter sighting, believe it or not. All the best to the Eagles, but I want the Bears to make the play. That's cool. I understand that. We not making it far this year. I right now I would say no. The thing is, like, things have to change and nothing's going to change. What are you doing? Oh, maybe something. Nope, nothing. Um, yeah, that's the thing. It's like every week for the Eagles, it's the same storyline. They come out, they say they're close. You know, players will say they're frustrated. Oh, and then like Nick Sirianni last week. No, I haven't even thought about taking over play calling. I wonder why I said that. Probably because he's calling some of the plays, but also like how have you not even considered it? Like, are we watching the same thing? It was very risky. It was stupid, is what it was. But like nothing changes every week. It's the same dog shit. It's the same predictable offense. You've got and I bring this up every week, so I apologize for those that have been here before and heard my rant on this. AJ Brown makes his money on slant patterns. Slant, catch the ball in stride, turns upfield, like, that's how he makes the majority of his yards, and it sets up the long ball. And this year, it's like 90% go routes and 10% slants. You know, it's so predictable. If you look at the route trees of AJ Brown this year compared to last year, it is, like, so rudimentary. It is, like, basic as, like, NFL blitz, just like the bomb. They just called the bomb over and over again with AJ Brown. And it's the NFL, like, teams know what you're doing. So they're predictable. Their O-line is banged up, and yeah, you get the point. If the Eagles don't have a comeback, I'm gonna tweak. Well, I mean, the good thing is they have the ball, and there's 3 minutes left in the half, and they get the ball to start the second half. Bad thing is, if they don't win, you tweak. So, I mean, I hope for your sake, yeah. I mean, I hope for all of our sake, Eagles win. I think we're better as a society when the Eagles win. I know the Bears fans will take exception to that. Matt asks, "Is this like Brian Johnson?" Like, look, I've had this conspiracy theory all year long. I will die on this hill. Every single time Nick Sirianni has ever touched the offense, year one, he called plays for the first 6 weeks. They looked like this. He gave it up to Shane Steichen. Then he promotes Brian Johnson from within. The offense looked like this. Story comes out at the end of the year. Tim McManus, go look it up, that Nick Sirianni was overruling Brian Johnson. He was calling the plays on like half the time, and it looked like this. Again, they replace him with Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore takes these weapons. They win a Super Bowl. Nick Sirianni promotes from within, and the offense again looks like this. What's the common denominator? Like, he's not a good coach at all. And when things are going great, Nick Sirianni loves it, right? Like, everything's good. He has no idea what to do when things start going south. And last week was a prime example of that. He comes out at the end of the first half, and he tells Aaron Andrews, "Oh, yeah, I don't like the penalties. We gotta clean it up." They proceed to get 8 more penalties. He didn't clean up shit, but they're not gonna change it. He's not gonna change Kevin Patullo because it'll look bad on him. The organization doesn't wanna fire Nick Sirianni because how do you fire a head coach a year after winning a Super Bowl? And they just don't like the dysfunctional look of it, but, like, no, like, none of this is good. And I firmly believe it has to do with Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is a rah-rah cheerleader, but I think everybody that's watching this right now and everybody that's watching on YouTube right now, yeah, I think you could probably win with these weapons. If you sat back and were like, "I'm not calling plays. I'm truly not calling the plays," which is what he claims to be doing. And again, he claimed to do this with Brian Johnson, and he lied. But if this really happened, "Oh, I'm not calling the plays," and if you did that and you let a guy in the NFL call plays, I'd be hard pressed to think it'd be worse than this with these weapons, especially when you literally had the playbook from last year. All right, hopping off my soapbox. Thank you. Um, Again, it's a commercial break, and there's a decent amount of people. If you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel on sports, I'd appreciate it. I just need subscribers. You don't have to watch anything. Just search Pat Egan, Egan, on YouTube, or click the link on my bio. Please, thank you. Lose this game, Dallas 1.5 back. That's true. Promoting within, I think it does work at times, but not with this team, not with this coaching staff. And they've done it again. And the problem is they thank you. I do appreciate again, like I for because was that Giola? I don't know. I yeah, it's mediocre content, but yeah, if you want to watch it, that's cool. Why you wearing a full jersey? This is your fault. It's not because last week I was wearing a Dawkins jersey and they lost, and I decided that I put on the Foles one. I have a Myalata and I have a Nolan Smith. Maybe I'll come back in the second half and wear those, but no, I can't take the blame for this one. Trust me, I've thought about it, but it's definitely not the Nick Foles jersey. Yeah, I just rotate my jerseys usually every week. Um, but yeah, I just don't think this coaching staff. I mean, other than Kevin, they need to find a Vic Fangio on offense. Like they need to find a veteran OC, proven guy who has no interest in being a future head coach. And if they do that, they'll be all right. But I mean, if like people are like, oh, hire Brian Dable, hire if oh my God, what's his name? Mike McDaniel gets fired, hire him. Well, that's great. He'll be here for a year and he's gone. You have nothing to do with the outcome. Johnny's correct. Thank you, Johnny, for having my back on that. Eagles need a new head coach. Finally, people are agreeing with that. Like watching paint dry, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I don't enjoy making like angry post game videos for my YouTube channel, but it seems like lately I've been doing them. Which again, if you could just help a guy out, click the link in my bio, hit the subscribe button, or just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube. And once I hit 1,000, I'll stop begging. I promise. But I gotta stop. I gotta get off the streets. I'm on the streets right now, and I gotta get monetized. So that's why I'm on here begging, which I hate. I hate it so much. But once I get 1,000, I'll stop. All right, game back. 2-minute warning. Eagles are on the 31-yard line. 2nd and 9. I'm feeling a handoff. No, they're gonna throw it. Jesus Christ, he is not accurate right now at all. They have all 3 timeouts, but like I don't know what the fuck's going on. Jalen Hurts probably has they're just showing up 46 yards right now. He is not accurate. Usually he's pretty damn accurate. Maybe they should just throw a deep ball because he's always accurate with that. Why are they throwing it to no one? He like whipped that ball in there like way too hard. There was a play earlier where Devontae Smith like made a good play on it, but it wasn't an accurately thrown ball either. Actually, the only accurately thrown ball he's had is the big gain to Devontae Smith. There you go. There's an out route. Oh, and there's a penalty. Now we're back to last week where like the Eagles finally have a good play and we have a penalty, and it's probably coming back. They're gonna back it up. Cool. Love that. 3rd down, pass interference on AJ Brown. The weather's not a problem at all. Like not even a little bit. There's no excuse, Dakota. Like zero excuse. This is just the fun world we're living in. Maybe in the second half, because what I usually do is I stop TikTok, and maybe in the second half I'll just put on the Eagles Super Bowl highlights, because at least that will make me happy. Because this sucks right now so bad. They're so bad right now. Like, what happened? All I can do is laugh about it, because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. 3rd and 19. No faith whatsoever they picked this up. Zero faith. Don't run for it. What is that? What is that? It's 3rd and 19. You picked up 6 yards. Like, dude, my guy, you picked up 6 yards. Oh my god. It's funny at this point. Look, I'm not one of those guys that really needs like how do I put this? I think there's a lot of stupid stuff fans will complain about when it comes to sports because we're fans, right? I would love to see Jalen Hurts just pissed off. And instead, they're gonna show him on the sidelines, and he's gonna be a fucking robot again. So the Bears look at the ball, they're up 10-3. They're gonna get the ball with all 3 timeouts. But yeah, Jalen Hurts gonna go back to the sidelines and just be fucking like this the entire time. And I'm not asking to be Nick Sirianni, like, I want a middle ground because Nick Sirianni's a frat boy who will just start throwing clipboards and shit. But, like, I just a modicum of emotion from my QB would be nice. And I like Jalen Hurts, but, like, in these situations, man, just, like, be a little pissed off. I said this last week. Um, Jalen Hurts is good at a lot of things. He gets a lot of shit. Bob, all good, man. You can cheer for your team. You deserve it. You losing, what happened? What happened? It's shit, man. Nick Sirianni's what happened, Cowboys fan. Um, Jalen Hurts is good at a lot of things. He might have the worst presence of the first down marker that I think I've ever seen, where you need like 3rd and 10 and he's throwing it like 4 yards. He just has no awareness of where it is. And that's like the one like giant criticism I have of him because other than that, I really don't. I mean, the fact that he's a robot is like such a minor thing. Would I ever go and hang out with Jalen Hurts? No, I don't think we'd have a ton in common. I don't think I didn't don't think I'd enjoy my conversation, but like, I don't really care about his personality too much. I just want him to win, and he does that a lot. But in these situations, man, like I want to feel like you're as angry as me. That's what bugged me so much about everybody harping on the AJ Brown shit. It's like he didn't say anything that was outlandish. Like he's mad at the offense. Well, shit, I'm mad at the offense. Like, how can you not be? They do look like shit. Nothing does ever change. And the worst part about it is what you just saw in this first half because they didn't do anything was the first 15 scripted plays. They literally game planned this. They were like, "These are our 15 plays. This is what we're coming out with." And they didn't do shit. Get the ball. Get the ball. How the fuck you drop that? Nakobe. How you drop that? I mean, that's a pick. That at least sets you up for a field goal because I have no faith that the offense will score a touchdown. How about the Cowboys? Yeah, they look good. Eagles are bad. No lies detected here. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. They suck right now. They're dog shit. I don't know how he dropped that. It's a good job by DeAndre Swift to box out on a much bigger than Kobe Dean. Oh man, they should have brought in a consultant after week 6. They should have, yeah, and that's the thing is like I said this earlier, so apologies if you heard it, but like the Eagles have been an ostrich with their head in their sand. They're an ostrich with its head in the sand this entire time. They have believed that like, oh, like we'll fix it, we'll get it right. It is ego, it is hubris, and it hasn't worked. And you know what? Even if they do, even if they bring in an offensive analyst, even if they bring in a Brian Dable, nothing's gonna change because it's still gonna be Nick Sirianni calling the plays. It'll still be Kevin Patullo calling the plays. Nothing will change until the end of the year, unfortunately. All right, 23 seconds left. Steven, unbelievable. Steven on the YouTube, unbelievable offense. Only put up 3 points on the board since scoring 21 early in day. Yeah, I mean they've been. This will be what 5 straight quarters without a touchdown. Look with a team this loaded, that is completely unacceptable, and yet not surprising. 1st and 10, 23 seconds. Bears have it on like the 47-yard line. Their own 47. He didn't pick it off. All right. We say it every week, but this is so it is yeah, every week. Not only do we say it, they say it. And that's what annoys me is they say it and nothing changes. I swear to God, if I hear one of these slapdicks come out and say, "Oh, we're close," it's week 13. You ain't close to shit. Like you're not close at all. You're either lying to me or you're lying to yourself. But either way, but AJ Brown comes out and is just honest, and it's like, oh, he wants out. He hates it here. Flag on the play, so you figure it'll be holding. Yeah, this isn't fun. I am gonna hop off at halftime to walk my dog, J-Roll over here. He needs to go out. And then I'll be back for the second half if anybody cares. But in the meantime, with 11 seconds left and a holding call against the Bears in a 10-3 game, last time I'll plug it. If you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel, links in the bio. But if you can't find the link, just search my name. Again, YouTube makes you have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. I just need subscribers. You don't have to watch anything. I just need subscribers. That'd be cool if you could help a guy out. And if not, I'll never know. We care because we got roast y'all. Oh, wait, we care. Lucas, what's up, man? Bro, if y'all let us come back and take that division, I I think that would be the only good thing to come out of it is if they have a full collapse, is that they finally Nick Sirianni would be fired. Because I've disliked him for a while. I just don't think he's a good coach. I think he's got a loaded roster, but fans are booing. Nobody's happy except Bears fans and Cowboys fans. But yeah, I am gonna hop off. I gotta go walk the dog. But I'll be back in the second half. Again, link in the bio. If you could please subscribe. You don't have to watch anything, just subscribe. Oh, it's amazing when Nick Sirianni's like when the team isn't good and the team isn't winning, Nick Sirianni has nothing to say. Crazy. He's not talking shit to the fans. Fucking douchebag. All right, you guys are great though. I like all of you. Even the Cowboys fans, even the Bears fans, you guys are cool. All right, we can all be friends. I'll be back in the second half. I can't wait to see the second half adjustments. I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be. We're gonna see a revolutionary offense come out. You just watch. Nobody fucking believes that. All right, hey, but go Birds. All right. So for YouTube out there, I am going to um try to flip it around. Because I don't want to end the stream, but I also don't know how to like put up a hey, I'll be back. Um, wait, can I share a screen? Can I be doing this the whole time? ESPN.com. If I could share the screen, that'd be good. On ESPN.com, the Georgia and Georgia Tech game is the lead instead of the Bears and Eagles. That is crazy to me. Okay. So share screen, right? And then Bears Eagles. Sure. I didn't realize it was going to be like half the fucking screen. Oh, and there I am. Okay. All right. I mean, there's only like 5 of you on here right now, so like no harm if you guys dip. But I gotta go walk my dog. So yeah, just give me a little bit. I'll be back. Don't worry. All right. Obviously, go Birds. You all are appreciated, by the way. I love all of you. But let me go walk this dude. For text. Wow, I am popular. Crazy. Um, let's check. Let's see who's texting me. It's nobody. Um, oh God, no. Oh, absolutely not. No. All right. Yeah, I will be back. All right, come on, J. Roll. Where's my hoodie at? Where is it? Come here, dude. Come here. Just in time to watch a shitty offense. All right, we're back. Just in time. Just in time to watch this dog shit offense. Let's go. Hey, go Birds. Go Birds. Oh, no, we're not back in time. It's 3rd and 9. Fuck me. I mean, I was worried about the shitty offense part. Yeah, just float that up for another 4-yard fucking gain. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm turning it up just to hear the boos. All right, let's pull up TikTok. Oh, so back. So back. Wow. Hair's not great. That's I don't know what's a bigger disaster, my hair right now or the birds. Cool. Really glad that they adjusted it to the half and they came out firing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mike, hello. Oh, so I took my dog for a walk. I don't know about anybody else that has a dog out there. My dog has this thing where if it is bad weather, raining, cold, he decides to take his sweet time. It's cold as shit out there, and he decided to take a sweet time. So we get back, and I'm like, "Oh, all right, the game just started." No, it was 3rd and 9, and it was just in time to see Jalen Hurts loft a pass that even if completed, wouldn't have gotten him the first down, which goes back to my problem with him, which is he doesn't know where the markers are. All right. God, how do I hate a team that just won the Super Bowl? How is that possible? Because you know what? Because it's a different team. That's how. Last year's team was fun. This year's team is not. Boom, problem solved. Glad we figured that one out together. All right. Handoff. All right. I mean, I can believe it, but I also can't believe that this is how bad it's gotten for the Birds. Like what we're watching is how bad. We were lucky. Yeah, you're right. Mike, you were totally right. The fact that this is still a football game, minor miracle. Like, because with the way the offense is played, and at times the way the defense is played, the rushing defense has been atrocious, but they've lucked out on Caleb Williams being inaccurate at times, and here we are, another 3rd and 5. Thank God, you wing that in there. He had Burton too, but all right. So at least the Bears will punt, but like it just doesn't. I mean, you haven't scored a touchdown in 5 quarters. You come out completely flat on offense again at home. You have halftime. You know you're getting the ball back, and you go 3 and out. Having fun, folks. How's everyone else doing? Get some new wide receivers, get some new linemen, and change OCs. I mean, they don't need new wide receivers. Their wide receivers are stacked. They're just running the same predictable routes. New linemen. I mean, their line's banged up, but I wouldn't have a problem if they ship Tyler Steen out. He's trash. No new OC. I mean, change the head coach and the OC. What's going on with this play calling? Yeah, it looks like Nick Sirianni. This is Nick Sirianni's offense. Like I'm not having a if you wanna fire Kevin, that's fine. Kevin Toole has done nothing to keep his job, but, like, I mean, if I was an OC at this point, if I was a established offensive coordinator at this point, and the Eagles wanna bring me in, I need full autonomy. I cannot have a situation where Nick Sirianni is overruling me because every time he does, this is what it looks like. So, and look, the front office, the ownership, I mean, and I don't rip the ownership very often. Um, Bobby Cowan, what's up, bud? It's the first thing that brought a smile on my face. Me and Bobby went to college together. He would yell at we would yell at each other in the hallways and scare people. I don't rip the ownership too much because I think Jeffrey Lurie is one of the best owners in sports, but they wanted a guy that they could that would be a yes man and wouldn't want power and all that. They wanted stability. I don't think they liked I know for a fact that Jeffrey Lurie does not like the optics of firing head coaches because it looks like a failure. He doesn't want to turn into the Jets where you fire a coach every 2 years. He liked the fact that Andy Reid was here for as long as he was and all that. But they wanted a yes man, and Nick Sirianni is a yes man. But after you win a Super Bowl, oh, Cowboys destroyed both teams. I don't know why you're yelling, Luis. You can just say that. How are you if you're Hurts and not saying because he's a robot, man. Think about that, Jalil. It's time for the offseason. This is bad. And I don't think any Eagles fan would disagree with that, but that's how bad it's gotten where we're sitting here like, can we get to the offseason just so we can get a change? Because knowing full well it's not going to change until the offseason. Do you think Brian Dable's a possibility next season? I don't personally. Um, I don't know though. I don't know what they do. Big Ben. Yeah, that's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. All good, man. Um, 84 yards on offense, dude. It's bad. It's bad, Greg. Actually, no, that's not true. This is like Hindenburg, Titanic bad. This is Space Challenger bad. I don't know. They might. Whatever. Jalen Hurts, not good. I mean, nothing's been good. There's like when you're looking at positives from this game, there's nothing. It's just been a shit show. It's been real bad. But hey, go Birds, right? Go Birds. Always time turning around. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But hey, go Birds. Like silly me, I just keep waiting for it to get better. Jesus, Fred Johnson got destroyed on that. Good lord, that was bad. Pretty bad when the ball isn't 1 yard from the line of gain. I don't, look, he's been really bad this game. Usually he's pretty accurate, but holy fuck, he's been horrible this game. He's been very, very inaccurate. You all miss Kellen Moore. Oh my god, I missed Kellen Moore the moment he left. I was praying to God the Saints interview because I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they were going to do some lazy bullshit of promoting within. And I was worried that this would be the case, that this offense that you see would be the case if they promoted from within. Was that picked off? Yeah, picked off. I mean, it's his second interception of the season, so I can't get too upset, but it's just been one of those. It's been one of those games. Shit, it's been one of those seasons. Please, God, dude, show some fucking emotion for once. Good lord, man. Fucking robot. Still having fun though. Bears are winning. That is a fact. But like you can do better than that, man. There's like better insults than that. I'd rather have you bring up last week than bring up cry Eagles cry. That's as lazy as cowgirls. Why are you throwing that ball? Again, I have a hard time ripping a quarterback that it's in week 13. He's throwing his second interception, but it's just that it's not great timing because they need some life and they haven't gotten any of it. Cry cheese fry, that's better. Yeah. That was creative. Oh god, nice 8-yard gain for DeAndre Swift. Cool. Is that Swift or is that Monangai? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Um, yeah, he was picked off. That is true. You're 8-3. Wait, 8-3. Can't be too mad. Um, that's like the only thing that's keeping me from being legitimately angry is the fact that they are 8-3. The problem is, and I don't expect anybody to remember this except Eagles fans, they were in the same situation in 2023. They were coming off a Super Bowl. They didn't win it, but they appeared in the Super Bowl. Really good job by Caleb Williams. Um, and I think they were like 10-1, and it was like obvious that like they weren't the same team, even though they were winning. And then the wheels fell off, and they collapsed. And then they got their shit pushed in the playoffs by Tampa Bay. Every Eagles fan has that in the back of their head. 2023. Because it was the same thing. It was like the team telling you, "Oh, it's when did you got Jalen Hurts in the podium? Like, when did winning not become the main thing?" And it's like, well, okay, you're right, but style points do matter. And holy shit, you're not putting up any style points. Last year they did. Like last year they were dummying teams, and this year they're just not doing it. And they look completely lost on offense. Everybody looks lost on offense. God, now I'm seeing Jeffrey Dahmer's dude. That come on, that's not right. I've never gotten that one before. I think you're reaching on that one. Just no aggressiveness, and Hurts is forced to throw crazy. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's just shit. It's just really. You're the only difference between this year, and I did a whole YouTube video on this. The only difference between this year and 2023 is they actually have a defensive coordinator that knows what the fuck he's doing. So the defense will keep them in games, but the offense should not be struggling this badly. They did force a punt again. The defense will keep them in the game, but wow, Britton Covey sighting. Holy shit. Welcome back. Anyway, commercial break, 10-3 Bears. It really shouldn't be a game still because the Eagles have looked that bad. But now's a good time to ask you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it. There's a link in my bio. If you can't find the link, just search Pat Egan on YouTube and you'll find the channel. I need 1,000 subscribers, so I'm here begging. And once I hit 1,000, I'll stop begging. You don't have to watch any of the videos if you could literally just subscribe. You just need a working Gmail account. Subscribe and then never watch anything. I'd appreciate it. We need to play Tanner McKee for one game. I mean, they will if they clinch, but that's it. You're not going to sit, your franchise quarterback in this situation. They're just not. They're not going to do it. And by the way, I don't think Tanner McKee makes a difference. Like, I don't think this is a situation of the quarterbacks. I think this is fully on the play calling and the lazy plays that they have designed. There's no ingenuity with this offense. There's no creativity. There's nothing. Bills Rams Super Bowl. I think you might be half right. The Bills always find a way to fuck up because Sean McDermott's a fucking loser. He's a loser soy boy who just can't win the big one. And by the big one for him is the AFC Championship game. So he'll fuck up. Blaming the play calling is lazy analysis. People are wide open. They're not wide open. They're not. And it's not lazy analysis. Have you seen the route trees? Like, I don't want to fight with people on here, especially like fellow Eagles fans. When you look at the route trees from this year to last year, people aren't wide open because it's so predictable. It's extremely predictable. And you can easily find this stuff on Twitter, but like the route trees are insanely different. And this year they're lazy. It's just a lazy fucking playbook. I compared it earlier when I did the first half watch along. I compared it to the playbook in NFL Blitz. Like, it's like, hey, AJ Brown, we're going to pull the bomb. Just run straight. There's no ingenuity. And yeah, I'll blame play calling all day because you tell me all of a sudden, like, Jalen Hurts forgot to throw a football? No. Like, absolutely not. He just forgot how to read defense? Like, what happened? The guy who's apparently the hardest worker in the room just retired from working hard? Like, no, I'm not believing any of that. No, I mean, the change is pretty clear. It's the OC. Oh my God, a slant route to AJ Brown. Look what happened. It's the OC. The head coach sucks. He's not a leader. The OC, and then if you want analysis, I guess, it's the offensive line is banged up. They probably didn't really factor in the impact of losing Mekhi Becton, which is crazy to me, and his contract was very affordable, so they should have brought him back. They replaced him with Tyler Steen. Tyler Steen sucks. Their offensive line's been banged up all year. That's a horrible throw. I don't know why you're doing a 1 yard out route. But yeah, but Jalen's been bad this game. He's been bad. Roland is laughing. That's good for him. I'm glad he's having a good time. All right. There's a penalty on the Bears. That's cool. Roughing the passer. Hate that call. Well, let's see if it's actually roughing the passer or if he just breathed on him. Yeah, okay. You can't put your arms up, dude. You're gonna look guilty. Yeah, okay. I buy that. Yeah, Betty, they're extremely sloppy. I'm sorry for not getting to everybody's comments, but I appreciate all your comments. Never should have had Beckham walk. It was crazy. I mean, look, they were the healthiest offensive line last year in all of football. They were rarely injured, and I think Mailata was injured for a couple games, but Fred Johnson's a really good backup. And then this year, I mean, right from week one, you had Landon Dickerson was coming back from surgery, and then every week after that, somebody was either leaving the game early or banged up. They haven't been able to build a cohesive unit. Tyler Steen, as I said, has been healthy but sucks. We've seen too much Brett Toth. They don't have any depth at the O line, which is pretty rare for them, but they don't have it. I think that's definitely had an effect, but the majority of it is like their play calling sucks. Their play calling and their playbook sucks. Huge gain for Jalen Hurts, by the way. Ran for like nice 20 yards. How are the Bears cheating? They're not cheating. Oh, Bree, if you're talking about the Bears are cheating because they got the penalty, yeah, can't do that. That's against the rules. But they got caught. They got caught. No fighting in the chat. We're all friends here. We're just angry. We're not angry at each other. We're angry at the team. Let's remember that. Because at the end of the day, go Birds. All right. 1st and 10. What's the ball? Like 38? The Bears 38? This is where the drive will stall out. A deep ball to AJ Brown, a touchdown. Oh my God. What? Is that allowed? That's not allowed. They can't do that. Throw a flag. They can't score a touchdown. Absurdity. They scored a touchdown. I'm shocked. Blown away. I didn't know that was allowed. They got to outlaw that play. What do you call that? A pass? That's a fucking hell of a catch. That's a crazy good catch by AJ Brown. Oh God. That's a crazy good catch. Oh my God. Did he miss that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he missed it. Holy fuck. What is going on? Even when something goes right, they find a way to fuck it up. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. Super Bowl. Huh? All those hearts. Super Bowl. Let's go. Birds are back. Still losing though. 10-9 because they missed the extra point. I'm kidding. They're not back. Maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe that's the play that sparks them. I doubt it. Go Birds. Yeah, Omar. Omar's feeling it. Super Bowl. Josh is feeling it. Let's go. No way they don't make the Super Bowl after that. Bear down. Yes, exactly. Down. Not up. They're going down. Oh, you guys are cooked. Nick Sirianni figured it out. He figured it out. Kevin Patullo signed him to a lifetime contract. We got one. Don't let the Eagles get hot. Don't let them get hot. Look out. Lemmy Lone said on the YouTube chat, AJ's always open. Always. Certainly seems like that at times. Although the lazy play calls, they've had pretty good coverage on them because they know what's coming. Easy pass. I hope everybody can realize I'm being very sarcastic with this. Very. Bree is correct. It is 10-9 Bears. It is. Luke, yeah, Cowboys look good, man. Dak owns the Eagles. Unfortunately, he doesn't own the playoffs, but yeah, you don't get rings for owning one team. How did he not make that? I don't know, Bree. I have no damn clue. I don't know. It didn't look like it got tipped or anything. I think he just shanked it. But it's been that kind of game, right? Like something goes right, and then immediately something's gonna go wrong. I swear to God, on that touchdown, I was waiting for the little flag, the yellow flag thing to pop up. Never did. It's a commercial break. Eagles are losing 10-9. They did just score a touchdown, so we gotta extend Kevin Patullo. Nick Sirianni suddenly is a good head coach. Everybody's happy. And then of course I have to do my obligatory begging the new people that might be here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's about sports, and YouTube makes you have 1,000 subscribers to start getting paid, and so I just need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't have to watch anything, just subscribe. If you could click the link in my bio or just search my name, which is Pat Egan, and then subscribe. Help a guy out. Thank you. After the game, I'm gonna have to record. I do a post game thoughts, but you probably already know what majority of those thoughts are because you're hearing it now. And then I'll post that, and then I'll go get dinner. So yeah, that's my plan. But anyway, yeah, if you want to help a guy out, I'd appreciate it by just subscribing. People don't realize when you start a YouTube channel how difficult it is to get subscribers. Like people just they do not want to hit that button, and I don't blame them because so many people are like, "Hey, hit that subscribe button," which I hate doing. Once I hit 1,000, I'll never bring it up again. All right, the game's back on. Enough begging for people to subscribe to your channel, Pat. Nobody wants to subscribe. You suck. All right. Ugh. That's a dirty play by the Bear. You gotta kick him out of the league for that. Kick him out of the league. Kick him lifetime ban for that. How do you feel about Jake Elliott? I mean, normally I like him, but when he misses extra points, it's rough. I mean, Jake was rough a couple years ago where like it was weird. He would miss everything within 30 yards, and then everything outside of 30 yards, he was drilling. And then it changed. He became kind of automatic. But then all of a sudden, that happened. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it'll like carry over. We're frauds. What an awful throw by Hurts right there. AJ Brown on a catch. Yeah, he underthrew it a little bit, but really good adjustment by AJ Brown. I feel like that's the case with a lot of times with Jalen Hurts' deep ball. It's accurate, but the wide receivers need to kind of adjust to it. But maybe that's intentional because they're running in stride and he knows that they can. Oh, is it a fucking penalty? God damn it. Dude, these players playing with the chains. Do you guys remember the Cortland Finnegan fight? Cortland Finnegan and Andre Johnson were like, was it Cortland Finnegan? No, no, it was Aqib Talib. Aqib Talib ripping the chain off of. No, it was Crabtree. It was Sherman and Crabtree. He ripped the chain off him. I'm getting my cornerback wide receivers like confused. 5 yard penalty. Go fuck off. But yeah, he ripped Crabtree's chain off him. Man, when I saw that, if I had like a $20,000 chain, I'm not wearing my chain during the game. Um, Talib also okay, all right. If he did, then I'm not crazy. Um, they just pushed Jalen Hurts to the ground for no reason. Well, I mean, the reason is, it's football, but they got called for that, by the way. They got called for that play when they pushed him to the ground. Jesus Christ, guys. Why are they making DeAndre Swift look like Matt Forte? Hurts ain't a real quarterback. Well, I mean, the wins are real. That's all Eagles fans care about. But yeah, I mean, if you want to make that case, go ahead. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm also not going to tell you he's playing well this game. He's been playing like shit. Um, hey Jill, hello. Where in Western PA are you? Um, I'm assuming you're just in like Pittsburgh territory, like Steelers territory. I mean, oh, wait, pick! I had a stroke because I was so shocked he did it. Jalex Hunt with the pick. Oh my god, he threw it right to him. I am never ever clipping that. Holy shit, I'm never clipping that. That was bad. I didn't know what to say. You guys witnessed me having a live stroke because they got a pick. All right, hey, go Birds. We're back, folks. We're back. Yeah, I mean, I think for because Nick's talking about Jalen Hurts as well here. I mean, for me, what it boils down to is like people will say like he's not a good quarterback, but I've seen like people forget he he won the Super Bowl with his arm. Like it'd be one thing if it was like Justin Fields, primarily a runner, could rarely throw over 200 yards. I've seen Jalen Hurts like win games when the other team takes away the run, and he won the biggest game when the Chiefs took away the run, and that was a Super Bowl. Wow. Oh my god. A hole for Saquon Barkley to run through? I wasn't aware he was allowed to pick up more than 5 yards. This is wild to me. Oh my god. This is crazy. Offense moving the football? That dude looks like JJ Arcega-Whiteside, and I just had PTSD. I don't know who was on the sideline just now, but whoever that was needs to get the fuck off because he looks too much like JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Where's the mom with the umbrella? All right, go Birds, 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of the Bears. Run, picking up like 4 or 5. Here we go. Why would the Bears just run the ball? I don't know. I would just run the ball at this point. Caleb looked good in, like, the 1st quarter, and then it's just gone downhill. Can you tell Saquon to, lock in? If I had his number, bud. I have him on my fantasy team. I have him, Jalen Hurts, and Dallas Goedert on my fantasy team, and, yeah, we're not making the playoffs. So, I'd prefer all of them to lock in. Watch it end to be 10-9. That would surprise nobody. Um, it's weird, like, as an Eagles fan, like, you want to believe that all of a sudden it will click because they do have so much talent. And you'll see them put a drive together, and you'll be like, "There it is." Like, "Okay, we're back. We're legitimately back." And then it'll just, like, stall out. But hopefully the momentum shifted a little bit. You get a touchdown, you get an interception. Saquon looks like he's running hard, which is good. Look at those legs churning. There we go. Um, this is full, and he's not a top 10 quarterback even. Dude, I can just tell you right now who said that. Jaden, I can just tell you, dude, like, Eagles fans do not give one fuck about the top 10 list at all. The man won us the Super Bowl. We don't give one fuck. That to me, the top 10 quarterback list is an argument for August for Chris Sims to, waste breath on. But like we're just like we're the majority of Eagles fans are just done getting all that upset about whether or not Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback because you look at the list of top 10 quarterbacks, Justin Herbert hasn't won dick. Josh Allen chokes all the time in the playoffs. Did they fumble? I mean, the Bears certainly think they did, but, like, half these guys weren't even close to the pile when it happened. Oh my god, they fucking fumbled. That is the least surprising thing ever. There's a prime example. The Eagles are driving, everything's looking good, and then boom, they fumble. They fumbled the push. Did they just take it away again? Yeah. I mean, there you go. That's the way to stop the tush push. You literally just go and just rip the fucking thing out of his hands. Yeah, alright, yeah. I mean, that's the 2nd time it's happened this season. I'm gonna argue player safety on that one. No, the Bears shouldn't be allowed to rip the ball out because it might hurt someone's hand. Player safety is the most important thing. Yeah, that's how you fucking stop the push. Just rip the fucking thing out. That's not surprising. Not at all. Not one bit. Mine's a 2018 completely. As a Pats fan, I like Drake May, but I'm over the rank. Yeah, I think you gotta understand these arguments about the top 10 quarterback usually come out in like July and August when no football is going on other than like training camp. And there's only so many training camp storylines. So you'll have these talking heads who come in. And I can just tell you from doing sports radio in August, nobody likes talking sports in August. There's nothing going on. That's why every training camp storyline in August is made out to be like the end of the fucking world when it's not. You come in, you gotta fill 4 hours. You're hoping to God your football t your baseball team's good, so you can talk about that for a little bit, but there's no hockey, there's no basketball going on, there's literally just training camp. So you gotta talk about something, and what do? Top 10 quarterback list. Why? It's good to get results, it's good to get reaction, and it gets reaction every single time. But, I mean, would you take this guy? Would you take that? To me, like, it's right up there with the hypothetical trades you're seeing from baseball fans right now. And I tweeted this the other day, like, have you ever seen a hypothetical baseball trade on Twitter that actually came true? I'm not talking one player got traded to this team. I'm talking like the exact package. No, never. It's just a lazy thing to get engagement farming, and that's what a top 10 list is. Commercial break. Eagles just fumbled. That's cool. Fucking sucks. If you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it. You get more mediocre insight on that. So just click the link in my bio and then it'll take you to my YouTube channel and subscribe if you can't see the link. Just search Pat Egan. I literally just need subscribers. You don't need to watch anything. I'm sure a lot of people on here are just tired of me begging for that, but I'm sorry. I need to get off the pole again. The divorced women are thirsty as hell at the club, and they are aggressive and they don't know what no means, and they come at me, and I need to get off that pole. The way to get off the pole is by getting monetized on YouTube, which is where you come in by helping a guy out. All right, go birds. All right. Yeah, good. I mean, fuck. Give the Bears credit. Second time it's happened, and it's not going to stop. Now that the book's out, it's not going to stop. Um, no, Lemmy. I don't think AJ Brown's scared to say that. He said on YouTube, "Jesus Christ, massive hole from a nung guy." That's a fun fucking name to say. That is a goddamn fun name to say. Oh my god, we got a little bit of emotion from Jalen Hurts. For those not watching, he went like this. So, things are improving. Why did the Giants force fumble not count? But that did. I have no idea, and it should have counted. And I said at the time that because I was doing a live event, I thought at the time it should have counted. They they called they called the play dead, and I didn't think they should have. And I think since then the refs have been cognizant of that because I think a lot of people, Eagles fans included, obviously, um, would say that yeah. Ohio State, Michigan. I'm sorry. I cheer for Temple football. I don't watch college football too much. Um, I would lean towards Ohio State, I guess. Jalen is so trash, won Super Bowl because of a good defense. Um, but they put up 40 points, and he was a lot of that. I mean, we can say a lot of things about Jalen Hurts, and he is not playing well right now at all. But he put up a lot of those points. I mean, the defense was great. Don't get me wrong, but like, lest we forget, they scored 40 fucking points, and there was, I believe, one defensive touchdown in that. So, and remember, the Chiefs took away the run game. So again, we can argue till we're blue in the face, but I don't see how you watched the Super Bowl and thought, man, Jalen Hurts, that dude sucks. He got lucky. But again, I mean, yeah, you do you. I'm not going to lose sleep. Again, I'll just keep living my life. Um, 2:41 left, 10-9 game because of Jake Elliott missing the extra point. I can't believe that we're going to be lucky to score 21 points. I can't believe it. Why am I saying I can't believe it? I can totally fucking believe it. It's very believable. Zeke, they look fucking horrible today. Horrible. They can't stop there. I don't know why the Bears aren't running the play, running legitimate, like just running every play. At this point, I'm not letting Caleb throw. He was very accurate early on. Now he looks like shit. And there's another run. Oh, good hit by Jordan Davis. Holy shit. That's the hardest hit I've ever seen him. He's playing really, really well. Like I would have driven him to the airport before the season because I thought he sucked so bad. And this season, I'm ready to extend the guy. He's playing some incredible, which is key because Jalen Carter is not playing that great. Bears are playing way better than expected. I mean, are they? I know the spread was Eagles 7, but I'm legitimately asking, are they playing better? They're 8-3. And they've only scored 10 points. Jesus, fucking huge hole. He picked up like probably 10 yards on that run. I like the way he runs though. I'm a Bears fan. Okay, all right. That's why I was asking. Like, I was legitimately asking. Like, I'm not dialed into the Bears, so I don't know. Um, but yeah, they're just running all over the place. But I think if you're the Eagles defense, you're probably just looking at a bend don't break. But yeah, I mean, it's been bad. No sugarcoating it. But if you're Vic Fangio right now, you're like, well, they've only scored 10 points. All right, there we go. 3rd and 5. You had to throw on the ground because you couldn't set up the screen. There we go. All right, 4th and 5. You're kind of in no man's land, though. I don't know what you do here. They might go for it. They might try to draw them off sides. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for it. If I'm just going for it, I'm just running the ball. I mean, shit, it seems like you're picking up an average of 7 yards a carry. How much points is Saquon going to get? I have no idea. He actually looks pretty good in this game. Like this is the best I think he's run all year. But I don't have the stats in front. Actually, I do have the stats. He's got 52 yards. AJ Brown has 60. Hertz has 107. Nolan Smith has a sack. If I was a Bears fan, I'd be losing my shit right now. Oh, if I was a Bears fan, I feel like I'd be used to it. To be honest with you, like at some point, you're just kind of used to sadness. But I don't know. I'm not a Bears fan. Uh, really shocked they struggle against the Bears. Anthony, I'm not though, and it's only because they just all season have found a way to quote unquote play down to their opponent wide open for a first down. Wide open for a first down. They went for it on 4th and 5 and they convert. Keep in mind though, the Bears are 8-3. Like, I'm one of them, but like Eagles fans will harp on the record. Oh, they're 8-3. They're 8-3. They're 8-3. Fucking Bears are 8-3. They can't be that bad. Jesus, you got to get off the field on that. You got to get off the field on that. 21 first downs for the Bears to 7 for the Eagles. It's about to be the fourth quarter. The Eagles have had 7 first downs. Holy shit. Did not. I mean, I knew it was bad, but like that's horrible. Oh, good. He picked up 9 yards. I don't know why they wouldn't run the entire time. Javier, dude, shut your bitch ass up. I don't know who you're talking to. I'm assuming it's me, but the whole point of this is like my comment. You don't want to just see me. Maybe you did. Maybe you just want to see me sit here and watch the game silently. But Eagles exposed. I could make the argument. The Eagles got exposed a long time ago. You're the most friendly Eagles fan, bro. Yeah, don't get too upset too often. With regular season, I don't get too upset. Playoffs, I'll get a little animated. But Barkley has 52 yards rushing. He's looked good, but they just haven't had the ball. John, that's cool, man. You can cheer for your squad. All good. All good. Yeah, I said it. Or I think I said it in the. I did a watch along for the first half, and how bad is? Oh, it's bad, dude. It's really bad. So I'll tell you a quick story. I play hockey poorly. It's a commercial break. You're not missing anything. I play hockey very poorly. And I had a game one time. I'm driving to the rink and I realized that I was wearing my glasses. I didn't put my contacts in. And I was too far away from my house to turn around. I would have missed the game. So I had a choice of whether I wear with no glasses or I wear my glasses and I look like Harry Potter out there. First period, I was not wearing my glasses. And I'm on the left wing, guys on the right wing. I could tell he's like he's facing me at least. This dude passing me the puck. I never see it. All I hear is the bang of the puck going off the boards, and that's when I was like, "Shit, I gotta put my glasses on." Like that's how blind I am. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Thank you for asking though, and there's a story that no one cared about. Um, but anyway, yeah, someone said I was a friendly Eagles fan. I said it earlier. I find the watch-alongs, especially baseball. Baseball, I think is the worst one because there's just so many games. But the watch-alongs where people are like having a temper tantrum, I think they are just trying way too hard to get reaction and clickbait and go viral. And I'm not really about that. So I think those people put on a hell of an acting performance. It'll be like week 3 of the NFL season and they're losing their fucking shit as a Jaguars fan. And I'm like, really? I am a Phillies fan, Jaden. I am indeed. Yeah, and that like that I think there's like a Mets fan that goes live and it's like May and he's acting like it is October, like Game 7 World Series, and I'm like, bro, it's May and you're playing the fucking Pirates. Like you can chill out. It is not. I mean, for those that were on here when the Eagles scored a touchdown, it was like, I'm not gonna lose my shit. They should have scored many touchdowns by now. I mean, I'm happy, but how many wins to make the playoffs? Good question. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. Oh, Bears are better. I mean, well, they are winning right now. So that's a fact. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I wouldn't want to have a but I would wanna have a beer with you. Oh, thanks. I don't drink, actually. I don't. Um, I just bottomless Cokes. It's crazy. Like, you order one, it's 250, and they just keep bringing them. Game's back on, second one. Bears are driving. It's great. Like, I pay 250, and it's like I can get bottomless, and they keep refilling it. Although I did have a TikTok. Oh, I picked up the first, by the way, and that's not a surprise. I did have a TikTok go fairly viral-ish. I was out in Vegas, and, I ordered a Coke and at, like, a pool bar, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, just come with free refills?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, just come back to me." And I was like, "Alright." And then I, like, got the bill, and it was, like, 16 bucks for a Coke. I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm coming back a few times. I'm getting my money's worth." JC, you're better than that, bro. You're better. You and I both know you can come up with a better insult than cry equals cry, because 'cause I'm clearly not crying. I'm sitting here talking about the glory days of Vegas in August and ordering $16 Cokes and being mortified, and then just banging 5 of them just to get my money's worth. I'd be blown away if the Bears don't score this drive. The Eagles had the momentum at one point. I mean, they scored a touchdown, they got the interception, they're driving, and then they fumbled. They didn't fumble. I mean, Jalen Hurts got the ball ripped out of his hands. Go Birds, though. Hey, go Birds, right? Um, Lemmy said on the YouTube chat, "Good thing the Bears are just as green as us." So true, man. I mean, the time possession's insane. They just showed it. It's like the Bears have had it for double the amount of time. The defense has got to be gas at this point. You take that ball away. No, well, we got a first down. Oh, at no point did the Eagles ever control the game. No, I didn't say they controlled the game. See, this is where I take exception. I said the momentum had shifted. Never at one point did the words "control the game" come out of my mouth. You stop it. Telling me to stop it. You stop it. And the momentum had shifted. They had scored a touchdown. They followed it up with getting an interception. They were driving. Things were looking good. Everybody was happy. We're high-fiving. Yay! Hearts, 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 hearts. Fumble. I'm not saying it was a long, sustained moment of fun, touchdown Bears, but it happened. God, he walked right in. Walked right in. So now it'll be, I mean, with the extra point, it'll be 17-9. 12:49 left. This is if you want to know what really pisses me off, like really fucking pisses me off as an Eagles fan. It's the fact that when shit like this is happening and when the offense has no answers and when the Bears score a touchdown, and by the way, it's the fourth quarter. They scored 17 points. Like, you should be able to win a game. You should be able to score more than 17 points is my point. Like, your defense kind of did your job to this extent. But they show the sidelines, and Nick Sirianni is looking like he is gobsmacked. Meanwhile, if the Eagles were up 30-7, he's talking shit to fans and yelling, and like this dude can totally get fucked. I I can't stand Nick Sirianni. All the trolls in the comment section, you guys, I would take all of you over Nick Sirianni. That's how much I despise this man because he's stealing money. It's like he won a contest to just coach for a day. He's Eddie. Does anyone remember the movie Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg? It won an Oscar for best movie about Knicks head coaching of all time. So, um, it's a story about literally like she was a fan, and then she won a chance to like coach the second half of the Knicks, and then they hired her. That's what Nick Sirianni is. Great movie. Yeah, Eagles look bad. Kevin needs to go. They all need to go. Let's have a real coach. Yeah, it's crazy to me that he doesn't coach the offense. He doesn't call plays allegedly, and then he doesn't coach the defense. Well, what the fuck do you do? What is it you do here? By the way, for those that don't know, he was literally asked that question and he couldn't give you an answer. It was like, well, sometimes I stop in the meetings and sometimes what? I'm sorry, what? Sometimes you stop in meetings? Like, do you handle the Uber Eats? Like, what do you do other than like make the PowerPoint? Nick Sirianni's the guy, and I know this because I was this guy, but Nick Sirianni's the guy in your group project that feels like He's just gonna bring vibes. He doesn't need to contribute, he's just gonna be the vibes guy. He'll come to a meeting here and there. He'll be the guy that's, like, sending you, like, cool memes in the group chat, but not really contributing anything. That's Nick Sirianni. And that's cool if you have other smart people, because if you have other smart people in your group chat, you're gonna pass. You'll be fine. But if you don't and you have 3 other idiots, then you guys are fucked. And then the teacher's looking at you like, "What did you guys do?" Let me show you the memes. Memes are miraculous. Um, See, this is wha stop crying. Why are you crying? I'm not, guys. Like, there's no tears. There's bags for sure, but there's no tears. I don't really people on the internet, like, they just see what they wanna see. So somebody talking about a group project and comparing it to the Eagles head coach, people are like, "Oh, he must be crying." Like, I mean, there's what you see and then there's reality. Sure, he got leveled. Holy fuck, he got leveled on that return. Take the L, 'kay. The score, it is, 17-9, Bears, as we all expected. Um, again, like, not crying, but, like, how am I, quote, unquote, "crying"? Think I'm speaking for all Eagles fans, like, what I would just whether crying literally or I mean, obviously, I knew you were saying, like, I wasn't crying, like, but, like, I'm pretty calm for a fan of a team that's losing 17-9 right now. But, like, I don't know what you'd want me to what the appropriate response that's pass interference. That is so pass interference. What? How is that not pass interference? Wow. Um, yeah, I would just love to know the appropriate response. If you think I'm, quote, unquote, "crying," what is the appropriate response right now? Am I supposed to throw stuff? Because 'Cause I'm not doing that. That's an underthrown ball, but I'm blown away that that wasn't pass interference. He's hugging him. And that's the thing that people that love to tell you that you're crying. They don't point out, like, "Well, here's how you should act." Not that I would give a fuck, but oh, this sucks. Alright, 2nd and 10. Saquon bounce, picked up 4. Realize the offense is a lame duck. I think teams have already realized that this offense is trash. It's just it's one-dimensional. There's no layers to it. This is not an onion. I did think that was pass interference. I did. I'm pretty level-headed with that stuff. I will point out if I thought the Eagles got away with a call. Like, I'll tell you right now, I mean, and it hasn't happened in a couple weeks, but I hate the taunting call, and the Eagles have benefited from it a few times, but yeah, I thought that was pass interference. I was very surprised he didn't call it. Jeez, he is not fucking accurate. He's all over the place this game. Eagles are so predictable. Yeah, I mean, I think every Eagles fan at this point knows that if it's 3rd and 13, they're just running a draw play up the middle to the running back. Like, it's very, 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 very predictable. And again, 4th and 3, they're punting because if there's one thing that Jalen Hurts is horrible at, he has no awareness of where the first down marker is. Did they jump? Yes, they did. Love that. I love when we have false starts at home on a punt. On a punt. I can't wait for Nick Sirianni to come up with some excuses for this one. That man looks like he's crying, Nick Sirianni right now. I don't blame him though. I walked my dog at the halftime. At the halftime? No, at halftime. And it's cold as shit out there, and I was watering up. 21 nothing. No, man, it's 17-9. This is the next week. It's 17-9 Bears. It was never 21 nothing in this game that I'm watching now. But hey, man, congrats. I know they hang banners for that. So congratulations on your victory in week 12. This sucks. Not having a good time. What do you guys think of people that dress up as like the Grinch and Santa Claus and go to games? Like, I'm genuinely curious about your thoughts on this. Um, if you could let me know in the comment section. And while you guys ponder that hard-hitting question, and Charles Woodson does a State Farm commercial, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, I'd appreciate it. Link in the bio, or you could just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube, and then subscribe, please. I really appreciate it. I need subscribers. That's it. You don't have to watch anything, just subscribe. Depends on how the person's acting. Okay. That's fair. That's fair, Dallas. Um, Eagles' downfall needs to be studied. Not worse than Ben Simmons, but pretty bad. QBK, you're better than that, man. You got to come up with a better insult than that. Costumes add to the theater of being at a game. Okay. I didn't hear the fire Kevin chance. Not surprised. My thing is like fire Kevin and Nick. Team has nothing going for him. Nope. These I don't blame the refs on this one. Oh, that pass interference call was bad. The non-pass interference call. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of dressing up for games, but that's just me. Hurts blows. Fuck this game he does. It's Nick Foles. So I have 4 jerseys that I swap out. It's Nick Foles. Brian Dawkins was last week. I have a Mailata and a Nolan Smith, and this week was this one. Yeah, Jeremy, you can laugh all you want at that, and that's fine. I will die on this hill. But yeah, they should fire Sirianni because he doesn't do anything. I guess you're new here because I did this rant like 10 minutes ago. He's an offensive-minded head coach. You're seeing the offense. He allegedly doesn't call the offense, but when he does, it looks like this. He was asked, "What is it you do here?" He couldn't give you an answer. He rode 2 incredible coordinators to a Super Bowl and a loaded roster. Yeah, he hasn't done anything to keep his job. So I will die on this hill, and eventually history will prove that I'm right. He's not a good head coach. He's great when things are going great. When things are going great, he's got all the answers. He talks a lot of shit. He's got great quotes. When things are going like this, he's quiet. He doesn't say shit. And I encourage you, please, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, educate yourself. Go read the Tim McManus article about the collapse of the 2023 team, and it will change your opinion on your Lord and Savior, Nick Sirianni. The man who, it says in the article, things fell apart for the Eagles when Big fucking Dom was suspended from the sidelines because Nick Sirianni was just going off. He was yelling at everybody, and no one could contain him. And I guess Big Dom is there to contain him. So, yeah. Sorry, man. I don't think he's a good head coach. Crazy, I know. Because he won a Super Bowl, so he must be good. He must be great. As if Brian Billick didn't win one, as if John Gruden didn't win one, as if Doug fucking Peterson didn't win one, but you're right. No, he's great. How could you fire Nick Sirianni? He's so good. The offensive-minded guru has dialed up an incredible game plan and a disciplined football team that we're watching now. You're right. Keep him. Actually, sign him a lifetime contract. LOL. That's the only thing I actually will get like legitimately upset about is people still dying on this hill that Nick Sirianni is a good coach because he won a fucking Super Bowl. We've seen time and time again, coaches win Super Bowls, and they're not good. I mean, shit. Jeff Fisher got to a Super Bowl. Jeff Fisher got to a Super Bowl. He was 1 yard away from winning it. That dude was trash. Like, what are we talking about? Like, he's an offensive-minded coach, and I'm looking at an offense that has no fucking clue what they're doing. That are getting bailed out every week by a defense. 3rd and 4, by the way. Wide open, over the middle, 1st down. Yeah, I just Usually I'm more level-headed, but it's the LOL that got me that time. I got roped in by the LOL because that guy wasn't laughing. Everybody on this knows he wasn't laughing. He didn't even chuckle out loud. But it's the you're an idiot, bro. You actually want to fire Nick Sirianni? I'm laughing at you. Okay. Trust me, this shit happens again next season, and you'll be seeing the same thing. Like, again, just tell me what he does. Tell me what Nick Sirianni does well. I'm all ears. What does Nick Sirianni do well? Oh, God. 9:04 left. And by the way, I have been on this Nick Sirianni isn't a good coach for a while now. A long probably after reading that article, but I didn't really dig him all that much before. But that article was eye-opening about how dysfunctional it is when things aren't going well for the Birds under Nick Sirianni. And newsflash, things aren't going well for the Birds right now. I mean, this is a guy who came out last week and said, "Oh, the penalties are bothering me. We need to clean it up." They got 8 more in the second half. They had a fucking false start on a punt. They're not disciplined. They have no leadership. They're not well coached. They have way too much talent to be putting up 9 points at home against the Bears, to have 1 touchdown in the last, I don't know, 5.5 quarters. But yeah, no, keep him. He's great. He's killing it. Coach of the year, Nick Sirianni. Tremendous job. Every time he doesn't touch the offense, they do great. And every time he touches the offense, they look like dog shit. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. Need a stop, but you're probably in 4 down territory. That's first down. Doesn't even matter. Figure if they get 1 more touchdown, it's over. Olamide Zaccheaus. Oh, God. Oh, this is fun. We're having fun. This is one of those games where, like, I'm kinda happy I don't work in sports radio anymore because I wouldn't wanna come in. Well, actually, no. It's a Friday. I keep forgetting it's Friday. I'd be happy that I work in sports radio that I don't have to talk about this tomorrow. Because I was one of the, like, there are 2 kinds of people in sports radio. The people that are like, I hated talking about losses, and then there are people that love talking about losses because it means it's an easy day at work. And there's a lot more of them than people like me. Like, I worked with hosts that would actually, like, be thrilled when the Eagles lost because they were like, "Oh, I can just mail it in today." Not naming any names. Top 5 worst Super Bowl coach ever. I mean, yeah, I don't I just I've been I think people are starting to finally see the light with Nick Sirianni, but, like, how many times is he gonna come out and say, like, "Oh, yeah, like, well, it's on me. We need to change it, blah, blah, blah." Like, he doesn't have a I don't even know why he wears a headset. I mean, they keep showing him out there. He looks fucking lost. But then again, why does he have a headset? He's not calling the offense. He's not calling the defense. Oh, what a pass. Touchdown. What a pass. On the run, what a pass. That's probably game. I mean, barring an amazing comeback, that's game. And the Philadelphia Eagles collapse is in full swing. Full swing, folks. They were 7-2, and now they're about to be 8-4. Jesus. Life comes at you fast. And, again, the saddest part is, like, no Eagles fan is really surprised with the way what we've been watching. BC dash Thremix seems to be happy. He's laughing at me. That's fine. I understand it. I'm sure there's, like, an angrier Eagles fan you control. 24-9. That is such a good throw because he's going to his left. That's a throw that gets you drafted first overall. Yeah, Eagles are done. Fuck. If they're not done, I mean, they'll make the playoffs, but, like, it's gonna be a 2023 situation. Although I don't think they'll get beaten that badly as they were in 2023, but yeah, it's real, real bad. Real, real bad. Why is Patullo still here? Good question, Jack. So Patullo's still here because they'll tell you that, well, they're still 8-4. That's But in reality, it's more than that. It's that they won't like the view of firing a coach. They'll view it as a sign of dysfunction, which they're clearly I mean, the organization's in clear denial right now because every week they come out and they say the same shit. Like, we're close. It's on me. We got to get it right. We'll get it right. They don't. And they think that they're okay because they won a Super Bowl last year. And because their record is 8-3 right now, they think they're okay, and they're not. And the Eagles have become the dog in the burning building. So, um, hey, if everybody could do me a favor, because it's a commercial break, if you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate it. Just search my name, Pat Egan, and subscribe. I just need subscribers. You don't have to watch any of the shit on there. Or you could click the link in my bio. It's about sports, and I'll record a video after this and post my post game thoughts. But yeah, I just need subscribers, like full transparency. YouTube makes you have 1,000 to start getting paid. I'm not there. So I'd like to get off the pole and stop stripping for a living. So if you could help a guy out, I'd appreciate it. And if not, no big. But yeah, just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube. Use those Gmail accounts. Please subscribe. Please. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. Put a Cowboy shirt on. No, never happened. Never ever happen. Um, it's not a Swift jersey. It is a Nick Foles jersey. I have Nick Foles, Brian Dawkins, a Mailata, and a Nolan Smith jersey, and I just rotate them. Your team's buns. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. It's funny. The whole chat is Cowboys and Bears fans. You guys are like uniting. Um, I'm not. Why would I convert to the Cowboys? Like, let's really break this down. The Cowboys haven't won in almost 30 years. Why would I convert? I'm not converting. I can't stand this team. Fuck shit, Andrew. Neither can I at this point. Look, I mean, everyone's leaving, and they're beating the traffic because the getting out of the stadium is so fucking bad. I don't even blame them. They're still gonna be sitting in the Link parking lot for 2 hours. Go Cowboys. It's all good. You can cheer for your team. They've booed them the whole game. I don't blame. They should boo them. Like you paid for this. I want to boo them, and I'm on my couch. This sucks so bad. This team is dog shit. Absolute cheeks right now. Fire everyone. I'd be no problem with that. Tank Bigsby did not pass. He is still with us. They just haven't had the ball. Like that's what it comes down to. There hasn't been one long offensive like drive. They've gotten the ball in good positions before with like the interception, but I think it's still true. I think they still have 7 first downs in this game. Like, and it's 6 minutes left in the fourth. Look, I guess give credit to the Bears defense, but I feel like this game is more of like Jalen Hurts being very inaccurate and just consistently fucking up and a horrible offensive game plan. And I'll talk about all of this on my YouTube channel that I keep begging you guys to subscribe. Link in bio. All right. Oh, crossing pattern, first down. We're fucking back. We're back, baby. First down. Let's go. Let's go. Eagles up. I'm trying the bear down thing, but Eagles up. In all seriousness, I am genuinely curious about this. Why is it bear down? Is it just like the phrase bear down, or is there like a backstory to it? Because usually down means bad, I would think. But I'm like not even being an asshole. I'm like genuinely curious. If one of you 300 Bears fans could answer that question, I'd appreciate it. Eagles are buns. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You watching the same game? I am watching the same game. I was joking. I was being facetious. I was laughing, like because we got to laugh to stop the tears. 13 rushes for Saquon, 56 yards. And he hasn't even run badly. They just don't. They haven't had the ball a lot, and he dropped it. It's just that kind of game. Like none of these guys are dialed in right now. Can we please not be a toxic? Wait. Can we please not be toxic? Respect the Eagles. Fraudulent Eagles Nation. I hate this team. Score is 24-9. The good news is the guy that dressed up as the Grinch is still there. He didn't leave. Santa left early. The guy that dressed up as the Grinch is not. How about them Bears? Yeah, they're winning. Chargers is not going to be an easy game. I don't think it. I think at this point, I don't know your name, but I think at this point they could play. I mean, Cardinal O'Hara, and it wouldn't be an easy game. Oh, that's a throw. That's a throw. We're back in it. First down. We're back in it, folks. Although Smitty came up hurting a little bit. I feel like it'd be better if I just talk about Stranger Things at this point. 24-9, 5 minutes. Hey, no urgency. No rush, guys. No rush at all. Take your time. You're down by 2 scores, but take your time. Take all day if you have to. It's fine. Again, no rush. You got a couple more quarters to go. That's a good throw. Jahan Dotson. Oh, it's very over. Yeah, no, it's very over. I turned the game off. I sadly have not. We're still here. I'm only still here begging people to subscribe to my YouTube channel that nobody will subscribe to. And I don't even blame them. Why would you want to hear more of me? Again, though, if you could just help me out and do it, I'd appreciate it. Just search my name in YouTube, Pat Egan. He just threw that away. If he underthrew that, though, he would have had AJ Brown coming back for it. Buy Eagles buy. That's better. I like buy Eagles buy better than cry Eagles cry. I think cry Eagles cry is lazy. Thanks, David. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, YouTube having these like monetization thresholds. You need 4,000 watch hours in a calendar year, and then you need 1,000 subscribers. And 1,000 subscribers is definitely the most difficult thing. And what's crazy is like last month I had a really good month. I had a lot of subscribers, but it was only because the Phillies lost. Like all of my post game Phillies videos did really well because they were losing. I think if they won, I wouldn't have had like nearly the amount of subs, but wow, that's a horrible throw. I don't know what the fuck happened on that. 3rd and 10. All right, folks, this is the game. How mad are you gonna be when they lose out and miss the playoffs? How mad will I be? Not very, if I'm being totally transparent, because this team isn't good enough to win a Super Bowl right now. So you might as well just miss the playoffs and get a draft pick. But no, if they miss the playoffs, like there will be change, I think. So it might actually be better for them if they miss the playoffs than making the playoffs and the organization lying to themselves and saying, no, 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 it can work. I mean, at this point, I feel like we're in a relationship that clearly is not working, but you're telling yourself, like, no, 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 I'll give them another chance. And I worry that if they make the playoffs, the front office will be like, we'll give them another chance. Hey, it's only one bad year. It's like, no, like under Sirianni, you had 2023 collapse. Now you're having 2025's collapse. And the common denominator in both those is you elevated your OC from within and he didn't have a clue. The real difference between this one and 2023 is the fact they have a defense and a defensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. 1st and 10. All right. They throw to Smitty. He's back out. Cool. But again, they're just taking their sweet time. They're taking their sweet time. Where's Campbell? Good question. I haven't seen him all game, Jack. I don't know where he's been. He's probably tired because he's been out there all game, I assume. Steve, you're better than that. Come on, man. You gotta come up with that's a horrible throw. You gotta come up with a better insult than cry Eagles cry. Like someone said buy Eagles buy earlier. That was good because it was just more creative. But cry Eagles cry is not it's not good. It's lazy. And like I think the world of you, Steve, and I think you're better than that. Boise versus Utah is good. Um, I will take your word for it, but I don't think that it's I can't be worse than this. Someone said Eagles so bad. Oh yeah, Eagles are terrible right now. Oprah, be better than cry Eagles cry. Come on. Oh, cowgirl is so totally lazy. I cringe when I hear someone say the cowgirls. I'm like, oh god, come on, man. AJ Brown back shoulder. That's cool. Down to the 3. Stops the clock, so that's good because Lord only knows they would have just taken their sweet time getting to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Cowgirls is extremely lazy, like insanely. Z, I don't. You look. I understand the comparisons to Brian Johnson 2.0. I still will put this on Nick Sirianni. I still think Nick Sirianni's meddling. Great job getting 2 feet now. Diehard Giants fan. Eagles are going to be fine. I think in the long run they'll be fine. I don't think this season will be fine. But that's just because this has been 13 weeks of this. But if you're a Giants fan, I'll tell you, I love me some Jackson Dart. I can't not like him. AJ Brown, touchdown. We're so back. We're so fucking back. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Huh? Hearts, 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 hearts. Super Bowl. Hearts, 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 hearts. Here we go. We're back, folks. Oh. Saquon this year. Good question. I don't think he was running the ground like a lot of people. Their offensive line has been extremely banged up, and I don't think it gets talked about enough. They took an all-pro and Mekhi Becton, let him walk, replace him with Tyler Steen. Tyler Steen's been dog shit on as a right guard. Landon Dickerson, week 1, was coming back from surgery, and every week after that, someone's been either not in or leaving the game early. So, like right now, you have Lane Johnson who's out for a couple weeks. I think that's had a huge impact, and then I think also the play calling has had a huge impact. But they're just my point is they're not creating the throws that they did last season. He's not completing this. Yeah, he's not completing that. All right, 2-point conversion failed. So the Eagles are now down by 9. Why would you go for 2 now? Why in the world would you go for 2 now? Why wouldn't you kick the extra point and then try to get the ball back? And then if it comes down to it, you go for 2. Because now you're down by 9. That is so fucking dumb. He missed one. He missed one extra point. I don't think he's going to miss another extra point. The law of averages. He's a good kicker. I don't understand. Oh my god. I hope you don't bet. Oh, I did. Oh. Chicago, I did. You know I bet the birds on this because I love losing money. Yeah, it's fun. Do you think the Eagles I mean I still think they win the division, but like fuck, the Rams are yeah, someone in here is a Rams fan. Like, that's all good. They're my the Super Bowl favorite right now. They're beating everybody. And the reality is they should have beat the Eagles. The Eagles got lucky with 2 missed field goals. Missed what was it? One was a missed field goal or whatever it was. But yeah. Um Someone actually brought up last week that Barkley's cooked because of the Madden curse. I was like, I didn't think about that. Um, all right. Sheagles aren't winning the division. Come on, Viking. You can do better than that insult. Um, 24-21. What are you talking? Oh, last week's score. Yeah, no, that's that, but it was last week. I don't really care about last week. I'm over that. There you go. Bye, Eagles, bye. That's a good insult. Get rid of Jalen. No, they're not getting rid of Jalen. Eagles are frauds and the Bears aren't legit. No, I said it earlier. Like, you forget the Bears are 8-3. I mean, the Eagles still should have won this game. In terms of you would have thought that one team would have been way better than the other. You would have thought the Eagles would have been better than the Bears. But at no point did the Eagles have like control of this game or even close. I mean, they how many fucking first downs do they have? Like 12? But yeah, the Bears have all the talent. They just have to rely on Caleb Williams just like locking in. Which like this game, like Caleb Williams at times looked really, really good, and then at other times he's looked like Jalen Hurts this game, just being like very inaccurate. But I mean, the touchdown throw to Cole Kmet was fucking chef's kiss. Like that was money. I mean, the fact that he was rolling to his left and threw a dime, it's like, oh, okay, I know why this guy was drafted first overall. It throws like that. Um, all right, go Birds. 24-15. Just how everybody scripted it. Bears are legit. No sense of urgency. You're completely right, Jay. That was probably my biggest problem, and the Bears recover the onside kick. That's my biggest problem with this game so far. Is like there's just zero. When it was like there was a 2-score game, and they were just taking their time getting the line. I think they still do win the East, but fuck, I've been wrong all season. So what the fuck do I know? Know what a restroom is? I do. I know what a restroom is, and I'm a Philadelphia fan, and I can tell you right now, John, going to games, they do. Because those lines are horrible. At times, I'll be honest, John, I wish to God Philadelphia fans didn't know what a restroom is so that it would benefit me, the guy who does know what a restroom is, because then I would take advantage. I'd be like, shit, this is great. Guys over there pissing in the corner. I'll just take the urinal. But no, man, they do because it's backed up. Those things are backed up at games. It's tough. Although it's probably not backed up right now because most of the fans have left. I will take this opportunity again. And I know a lot of you are sick of it, but I got bills to pay. If you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it. You could click the link in my bio, or you could search my name, Pat Egan, on YouTube. And I'm just asking you to subscribe. You don't have to watch any videos. I literally just need subscribers. And I also need this game to end because it's frustrating to everybody involved. It's just bad. It hasn't been a fun experience. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was cool. But yeah, Cowboys broke. I would say the Eagles are broken long before the Cowboys, but maybe. I mean, you might not be wrong on that. You might not be wrong. Score is 24-15. Someone said, Cade, worst fans. Wow, we're horrible. Horrible out there. After this loss, Philadelphia will be like downtown Baghdad. We're to tear up the city. I myself will be out there. Probably I got to take some Advil, but I'll probably tip a car, light it on fire. Because as you can see, I'm very outraged right now. Very. 15 points less. Yeah, it's pathetic. Like, next level pathetic. I have no idea, CV2, why they didn't kick the extra point, and it's another example of just Nick Sirianni just being a dipshit. You remember a couple weeks ago when they should have kicked the field goal, and he went for it on like 4th and 6. Oh, God, what gross colors. Who the fuck is putting Mets colors? That's fucking gross. Hurts is trash. Go Bears. Yeah, I mean all the Bears fans, like you could cheer for your team, no problem there. You guys earned it this game. I got no problem with the Bears. Honestly, I have no problem with any fan base right now except and the only problem the person I have a problem with in football right now is Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni. And everybody else I'm like very even keel with. Like whatever. All good. You want to cheer for your team. Whatever. All right, 3rd and 3, and he's going to pick up the first with his legs. And that'll I mean, they need a couple of more first downs, but this game was over, I'd say, a long time ago. What if the Cowboys end up winning the division? What if God was one of us? Just a stranger on a bus, just trying to make his way home. It's a big what if. Could happen though. Unlike my God situation. I forget that singer's name. Eagles are trash. You're not wrong, Steve. You're not wrong. If you want to call the Eagles frauds and trash and all that, I'm not here to argue with you. Thank you, Kingston. I appreciate that. Not to brag, I was named one of the 14 funniest guys in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia in 2007. You might be wondering, one of the 14 funniest. Yeah, I won class clown. There were 14 schools. Ipso facto, I was one of the 14 funniest. It's on my LinkedIn. Never got me a job, but yeah. So here we are, years later. If you ever want to know what happens to the class clowns, they go on TikTok Live and watch their team get their shit pushed in. That's you know what? But hey, they're down by 9. But Kevin Nungai is going to feel that hit from Reed Blankenship. He's going to have a bruise from that. So in a way, it's a win. In a way, I'm just trying to look for the positives in here. Go Birds. Yeah, I'm probably going to dip after the 2-minute warning. I'd say after the next Jennifer Garner Capital One commercial, I'm gonna dip. So again, are we getting rid of? They're not, Chris. They're not gonna do it. There's nothing that can happen. They could not score a touchdown for the rest of the season. They're not firing Kevin Patullo right now. I have Naeem Ashard. He invited me to co-host. Dude, no. And I'm sure you're great, Naeem, but I don't know you like that, okay? And I'm going through it right now. And I'm answering what was this question? Is it Trevor? No. Chris. I'm answering Chris's question, and Naeem wants me to co-host. Do I look like I need a co-host, Naeem? Read the fucking room, guy. No, there's nothing. Because, and I said this on, I think, the first half live. They didn't even fire Sean Desai. And Sean Desai was dog shit. They demoted him, but they didn't fire him. And with Nick Sirianni being an offensive-minded head coach, he's going to it's an ego thing. He won't move on from Kevin Patullo because it's going to look bad for him. So he's going to sit there and be an ostrich with his head in the sand, and he's going to tell himself, no, I can right this ship. It is full-on ego, and they can't. We're in week 13. This isn't week 6. What is going on right now? But I have the confidence that everybody in this chat could coach this team probably better. Cowboys are better than right now. I would say they are. Sixers, here I come. I hope that's the case. They dress up like Santa. I don't get it. I don't get the Santa thing. I mean, I get it in the sense of look, I'm a Santa Claus, and I like the Eagles, even though they threw snowballs at me in 1968. But I don't know. I couldn't think of paying $200 for tickets and being all right, what do I want to wear a jersey? No, give me the Santa suit. Who am I to judge that, right? Who the fuck am I? Go Birds. Dak or Hurts, who's better? I mean, I guess right now I would say fucking Dak because Jalen Hurts has looked like dog shit this game. I mean, I'm not going to be naive with it. Naeem, he's once again inviting me to coast. No, Naeem. Stop being thirsty, Naeem. Please. Some decorum. Again, the third time. The third time he wants me to coast. No, I'm not doing it, Naeem. Now you're starting to irk me. I don't want to co-host with you, Naeem. I'm going through it with 141 other people, and Jalen Carter's getting flagged for being offside for God knows what. Why is he jumping offside at home? Oh, what does it take to start McKee? Jalen Hurts has not been so bad where you go, okay, it's Tanner McKee time, in my personal opinion. With all of that said, even if he had, and he's been horrible this game, but even if he has, to this point, been really bad, what about the play calling? What about the playbook? What about the route tree that you have seen that makes you think Tanner McKee would be better? And I'm honestly asking that. I'm not being an asshole. I'm literally just asking, what about the play call, this rudimentary play calling that we've seen that makes you go Tanner McKee would be it? Because I can tell you, Tanner McKee is not as mobile as Jalen Hurts. And behind this offensive line right now with Tyler Steen, and I like Fred Johnson as a backup, but he's going to have problems because he's a backup. So you have Tyler Steen and Fred Johnson on the right side. I don't want a statuesque quarterback back there. And I don't think he'd be better. But to be fair, because I don't know ball, I didn't think Jalen Hurts would be better than Carson Wentz. And yet here we are. So, but no one remembers that. Lucky for me, right? Oh God. Minute 15 left. All right. I'm probably gonna hop off. This was fun. I think for every Bears fan out there, it was painful for Eagles fans. This fucking sucked. Last time I'll plug it though. If anyone has a working Gmail account, if you could just help me out, click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my sports YouTube channel. If you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you can't find the link, just search my name, Pat Egan, and just subscribe. I'm not asking you to watch anything. Literally, just subscribe. Help me out. I need 1,000 to start getting paid because YouTube has stupid rules. And as soon as I get 1,000, I'll stop begging because I hate people that beg for subscribers. It's annoying, but like I need to get monetized. So we got bills to pay. So if you could help me out, I'd appreciate it. If not, all good. But yeah, all the Bears fans out there, good luck the rest of the way. Good luck for the rest of the season. You definitely got really, really talented offensive team for sure. And if Caleb can put it together, it's gonna be like scary fucking good, especially with Ben Johnson behind the helm. For all the Cowboys fans out there, enjoy your victory lap. I don't even blame you for doing this because if I was in your shoes, I might be inclined to pop into a live and say "Fly Eagles fly." But yeah, all this sucks. I'm gonna go drink Drano now. No, I'm gonna go do a post game video and then I'll post that and then I'll go and eat food. But yeah, you guys are great though. Go Birds, always and forever. I always forget to end the YouTube live stream as I answer texts about, hey, when can you pick up the kids? But yeah, all you guys are cool too, obviously. You guys are the real ones because you guys stick around. But I like the way that this looks now that we have like the updated thing so people actually know the score. But yeah, you guys are cool, obviously. Thanks everybody for checking in and watching. The Eagles fucking suck. But hey, as always, right? Go Birds.